All right. Hello there, and welcome back to the SWTVC show live right here on YouTube, the streaming home of us, the SWTVC crew, and the ongoing push for the continued existence, expansion, and success of the heritage scale of Star Wars collecting. Happy early Star Wars Day, everybody. Thanks for joining us on May the 2nd as we talk about reveals from May the 1st to celebrate May the 4th. So anyway, I don't have any fun introductions lined up for everybody, so I'm just going to bring them in. As almost always, I am joined by my teammate. He has a mustache. That's all we joke about because we are so unoriginal. It is the Vintage Concepts. John, how's it going, man?
Hello, good. How are you? Hello, everybody. Hello, Evan. How you doing? How you doing?
Oh, doing all right. Doing all right.
May the 2nd be with us all.
And we are also joined by another one of our SWTVC teammates. I almost said roommates. I don't think we live together yet, but I don't
Feels
know.
like that sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, if we buy enough toys, I think we're going to be broke enough to need to do that. Anyway, so it is our international correspondent. It is Lewis, the Space Hut.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
I've lost my headphones now. In the time it took us to get back online, I've lost my headphones. So you're kind of coming out loud. So hopefully you're not going to get echoes. If you do, let me know.
Okay, perfect.
Nothing so far.
Yeah, if you start coming through a little echoey, I might just like mute you on and off. So if you notice you're muted, it's not because that's like, oh, Lewis, I hate you. Just unmute yourself and we'll be good. So
I've just had a bad day. That's all.
It's late for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, well, hopefully this makes it better, and some of the reveals, or at least venting about them or celebrating them, will make you feel a little better. So, we are also joined by a couple guests today, and they are some folks that I have actually talked to 2 weeks in a row, including earlier this week on some live streams over on Toys Are the Way's YouTube channel. It is Toys Are the Way himself. How's it going, man? Ooh, you were muted.
Let's try this again.
Yes.
As they say, hello there.
Welcome to the show, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, good to see you again. And we are also joined by the other person that has been a big part of these Wednesday streams you've been hosting. It is Finndor Moon, or, Finn. What's up, man?
Hello.
But long time no see from the SWTVC side of things, Finn. I know it's been a few years, I think, since you've been on, so happy to have you back.
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked about it.
Heck yeah.
I think the last time I was on, we were talking about publishing ideas.
No, so like 4 or 5 years ago.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Something that's aged super well.
Yeah.
How many of those ideas actually came to fruition in that time since you've been on?
Yeah.
Maybe one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of them for the Black Series, probably.
Correct.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, man.
Well, it takes 18 months, so times that by whatever.
Yeah, anything we were asking for 5 years ago, it was definitely made by then. So yeah. We're good. I guess let's real quick go around. I see we have some chats already. We've got the chat, but I'm going to start with the super chats. Got a couple already. We've got Riley Bob in here. Thank you so much again. Says, happy May the 4th weekend, gentlemen. Hell of a stream of reveals, but not without criticism. Highest of highs, headiest of head scratcher decisions, for sure. And we'll definitely be getting into that today. Thank you so much. And then we've got Joseph DJ9. No message, but happy to have you here. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
And then My Star Wars Guys writes, what's up, fellas? What a great release of figures. Super stoked to see what's next. Same. Thank you so much, you guys. Really appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we've got some familiar names in the chat already. We've got, let's see. I can go all the way through this. I know we started a little bit late, so we let that all stack up. So I don't know if I'm going to go too far back so I don't get too lost. But we've got John's twin, Tanith Toy Art.
What's up?
Writing out, we can't get echoes. They haven't done them into yes, correct. Middle-aged Kiwi man, Kiora, and happy Star Wars Day. We're heading down to Geek Fest today, and I will be in the office in full Jedi robes on the official day.
Amazing.
Nice.
Good call. I will. I'll definitely be swinging around lightsabers in the office, I think, and not doing actual work. But,
I'll teach with my lightsaber as a pointer instead of a stick.
Nice.
Sci-Fi Dude 945. Hello, SWTVC. Hello there. Yep. My Star Wars guys saw a team today. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Exhibitus, hello. Yes, lots of folks in here today. Appreciate you guys so much for taking time out of your Saturday afternoon / evenings, or for some of you, apparently, I think Sunday nights, Sunday mornings. So, May the 4th weekend. Everybody screwed up. All happening. Yeah. So anyway, we haven't streamed since March Madness. Remember that? All those days and months, weeks ago, hours ago. I don't know, it feels like yesterday. But yeah, we haven't done that. But I did, as I said earlier, join Toys of the Way and Finndor Moon here on Toys of the Way's channel. We've been talking about Maul. I think I joined you the last 2 weeks, but you did a couple before then. And how's those been going?
They've been fun, man. It's been great to, talk about Maul. I think a lot of us can agree that the show has been fun to watch. It's nice that we actually have figures in hand too. And yeah, just overall, it's been a good time.
Heck yeah. I had a blast joining you. Thanks for, letting me get excited about and whine about and theorize and speculate about stuff.
Love it.
Talked about it. It's been great.
Yeah. We have one more to go.
Yeah. So
Excited.
you doing this Wednesday again?
Of course.
I was about to say, will the spicy Dockies ride again?
Let's do it. I'm down, man. I'm down.
Yeah, what is it? We're gonna call it the Spicy Docky Adventure Hour.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm gonna have to make something for that now. Love it.
Oh man. All right, but yeah, speaking of Shadow Lord, John Lewis, have you guys been enjoying the show?
Yeah, very much so. We bounce around different things in Star Wars, don't we? I know everyone says, "Oh, Andor's the greatest thing ever," and you got this, the greatest thing ever. I don't like measuring things against each other. I just think it's great. It's a really good show, and I like the sort of darker sides of when you get the animated shows. I think it's nicer when it feels more adult. I know it seems a silly thing to say, but it just feels less like, hey, Scooby-Doo kind of show running around. Like perhaps Rebels kind of started off season 1. And I kind of feel that, it's nice that they haven't had to do that early kind of, let's bring in the kids in this show from the first season, then try and build it. It feels like they've just gone straight in and straight at it, really. And I think, the action we're seeing in every week is just, it's really good. I can't believe there's only 2 left, so it's going to be a shame to not tune into that next or the week after next.
Yeah,
but luckily, got a second season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though this is a shorter season than pretty much all the other animated shows, I believe, only 10 episodes. But it's more focused because I know a lot of Clone Wars. You have 4 episodes about banking, 4 episodes about droids, 4 episodes about clones, whatever. This is focused on one story. Even Bad Batch, I love Bad Batch, but it could kind of meander sometimes with all the extra side adventures. So it's nice to have just a focused story, more than just a little bite-sized Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire situation where you're like, I need more of this Barriss story. But this is nice and satisfying without, overstaying its welcome.
Yeah,
and everything is very well done.
Saw someone in the chat #wacky for Dacky.
Yes,
Baymax
knows what's up.
Dude, I'm right there.
New characters we've been introduced to as well. I mean, again, although it's based around a character we know, much like with the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, he's, as much as he is the main character, these other characters are really taking center stage, aren't they? And I like that as well. Bringing new characters to Star Wars. I mean, it's just this universe. Why not? Why not give it?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And Riley Bob writes in, Sam Witwer was quoted saying season 2 shouldn't be too long wait because they're already working on it. But I'm hoping that means we don't have to wait 2, 3, 4 years for this. It's just maybe next year would be nice.
Less than 18 months.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So I can get some figures.
Yeah, right. Man, we've been talking about wish lists that are a mile long each week. So, Lewis, if you had to pick your top 3 wants from Shadow Lord, because everybody knows ours, and if you don't, go check out Toys of the Way's channel and catch up on those streams.
I have to say, I think Lawson. I think 2 Boots. Probably Daki, I suppose. I think, yeah, it's hard to pick three because I think there's a hell of a long list there. But they're the first three that popped to me, so I would say that they're the three I'd want to see first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right on.
John, how about you?
Yeah, those would be great. I would love to see TK Troopers at some point. Obviously, they were big in the Bad Batch as well. I would army build the crap out of those guys. I would love to see Rook cast. We know the sculpt already, the digital sculpt already exists to shrink her on down for Vintage Collection, and she would help flesh out Season 7 of Clone Wars as well. And then, Daki would be amazing, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just blasting guys off of speeder bikes and stuff. That was awesome.
Yeah, I know. I think we were talking about Daki. Obviously, is at the top of my list, and Finn and toys similarly.
I honestly would love to see the police droid, the security droid. I don't know what they call them actually.
Yeah.
As a 4-pack. I think that would be great. I think they'd be good to army build. Perhaps even mix in some of the human police officers as well. It'd be a great little, fun little scene to build around those guys.
Yeah.
They could do like 2 droids, two police officers.
Yeah.
And then
alternate
a single
heads.
carded 2 boots.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I
they
forgot
could get
I
a
gotta
lot of
shout my
mileage
boy.
out of that.
Yeah.
I'm loving, as dark as it is, I love Ludi Vario and his
Yes.
his comedic
yeah.
stylings, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clear the entire TVC slate. Everyone just front, like just really push mech suit Vario
Yes.
to the front.
Yeah, I know on your channel, Toys, we were talking about it. I think I floated the idea of like Disney Droid Factory would be where I'd hope to see Spybot.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I was like, well, does Vario's armor count as a droid? Could they do Vario? So
Could. I think we also mentioned it'd be nice if Disney Parks actually did Spybot, but also they could do the protocol banker droid from the beginning.
Mhm.
And I think we were even talking about maybe the police droid and then one other because they usually do it in a 4 set.
Yeah, the show would be pretty rad for that. So
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I could see us getting just Ludi without his mech suit as like an accessory.
Yes.
It says Vario, Icarus, and Scorn are my top 3.
Good 3.
What's up,
Nice.
Brett? Good to see you, man.
Yes. Hello.
So yeah. All right. Well, we could talk about Shadow Lord all day, and we should, but we can't, unfortunately. Although I did, want to mention with the air date time. When obviously I'm living in 2026. We don't fact check stuff, but I did see people talking about like that it's May the 4th in all time zones drop, like midnight May the 4th. So is that
I've only seen that on Reddit, so I would take that with a big old grain of crate salt. But I kind of doubt that, like with Lewis, you'd get it 8 hours before me, so it's these screenshots all over the internet and stuff. I don't know how that would work, but maybe.
I can't see that happening.
Stranger things have happened, but yeah, I don't know. So just in case, beware. Maybe tomorrow, folks, be a little bit wary of spoilers if you don't want to have it spoiled, just in case, and we'll see what happens.
What's quite nice for us actually is that we have a day off over here on Monday, so
Nice.
I won't have to wait through work and try and avoid the internet. And before getting onto it, I can get up and watch it over breakfast.
So that's what it's like to be in a proper country. All right.
So
You get May the 4th off.
I was like, May the 4th is a nationally recognized holiday? What?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but
I see,
All right. I'm going to pack.
I want to avoid spoilers. I see Lorena in the chat is trying to avoid spoilers, but there's one character I know, Lewis, you've been waiting to see again turn up in TVC, maybe in Star Wars again. You get to see him earlier than anybody else with your day off on Monday, so no spoilers, but I think we all know who I'm talking about here. But
a lot of people said they were spoiled on that character already because there was a poster knocking around. I still haven't seen that actually. Somehow I've missed it.
Yeah.
But when that name dropped, I did kind of, right at the end credit as well, wasn't it? And it was just, oh wow,
Yeah. I almost texted you when I was watching it because it was like, 2:45 my time in the morning, and I was like, yeah, Lewis has got to be awake, but I don't know if he just wants like a, hey man, like. So.
Oh yeah, I just imagined like as soon as I heard that name, I was like, okay, the like GIF, the heavy breathing.
Yeah,
I was like, that's Lewis right now.
I love that everybody thought about Lewis.
What I'm a little bit nervous though. I'm a little bit nervous of just what he's going to be wearing because again, it'd be nice if they could replicate the kind of solo stuff so that we don't ask for another outfit.
Yeah.
I think let's try and minimize how many outfits we need.
He hasn't narrowed down his fashion sense yet, so he's probably wearing like lederhosen or something.
This dude has to wear this same outfit for minimum 9 years.
Yes.
Hey, some people get a style,
Happens
man. They
in
just
Star Wars.
rock it.
Yeah.
Dude, SpongeBob has been on for what, 20 years? He never
Yeah.
changes.
I mean, look
The
at Bart
Simpsons,
Simpson.
Yeah.
I think I bought this
Yeah.
shirt when I was like 17 years old. So,
It's tried and true.
yeah. So, John, you were going to say something?
Probably. I don't want to say too much. He is actually technically wearing 2 outfits in the previous thing that we saw him in.
Yeah.
But we always forget that. I'll take one. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, Lorena. We know who it is. It's Droid
Yes.
Voss. Come on.
Yes, Dryden Voss. All right. Well, we are going from Star Wars Day real quick to talk about another big celebration of Star Wars, and that is Star Wars Celebration itself. So that is next year in LA. Don't have the dates on here, so I don't remember them off the top of my head. But I do know the tickets for Star Wars Celebration do go on sale. I believe that is May 6th. That is Wednesday, I think around noon-ish my time. I don't know when that is. So you come here for all the information and facts, and we're going to let you down, but it's great. So anyway, just be prepared for tickets to go on sale for that. I think they might sell pretty quickly. They tend to, but yeah, I'm hyped. So I know Finn and Toys, we talked about it a little bit, but John, I mean, obviously you're going.
Obviously,
your
I'm
home
going.
turf.
Of course, I would go. I've traveled to Chicago. I've traveled to Indianapolis. I've traveled to Japan. I think I can travel 20, 30 minutes away for this one.
Yeah.
It's April 1st through 4th, 2027. I don't see the date when the time when it goes on sale, but it is this Wednesday.
Okay, perfect. So Lewis,
very excited.
Are you tempted to make the journey, or we'll see?
Not this year. I mean, as you know, we've still been pulling this house to pieces. I cannot go anywhere until I finish this. I need to finish this project, and then that is it. I can get on with the rest of my life. So not this time, but it will. We'll see what the next ones go.
Yeah.
Speaking of, wait, real quick, are you in the same room that you used to stream in, right before you moved to the?
This room I'm sitting in now is the first time I've streamed from this room. This is going to be my Star Wars room. So actually, it's the first time I've streamed from this because I keep kind of moving rooms around the house when they're empty. But at the moment, the builders are using this as a bit of a kind of dumping ground. So I've got building materials all over there. I've got tools all over there. And I've just put these around there. But yeah, it's
Nice.
ever closer. We're getting ever closer to having a proper room back, which is
Sweet.
Oh yeah, man.
so long. It's just felt
Awesome,
so long.
man. I know how it goes, so good luck getting there.
Yeah. Well, at Celebration, everybody watching, if you're planning on attending, as we start nearing that date, I think it'd be fun if we can all find a way to, grab a beer or something and touch base, and all of our parasocial internet relationships. We'll all put faces to names finally, and it'll be great. So hope to see some of you there.
Yes, come on out, please.
Yeah. All right. So that catches us up on that. Let's talk about mail call. Have you guys gotten anything recently? Anything new? Anything exciting? Lewis,
I did finally get Poggle.
Oh, nice.
Recently.
Yes, my boy.
And as I said on Wednesday, this figure has no right to be as awesome as it is. No right, but it's so cool.
Yeah,
He's got to be a part of the Trade Federation somehow, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a really phenomenal figure. And then I got the Inquisitors recently as well.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Paco is shockingly incredible.
Yeah,
he's great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same. We've been catching up a little bit here, I think. I mean, it sounds like I feel like you've been actually, because that wave came in yesterday for me. The day before it may have been, but I lose track. What day is it? Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I only opened those today, but that Poggle is amazing. I can't wait. I know we're going to talk about it more, but I can't wait to get some more Geonosians. I think that's going to be one of the highlights of the Battle of Geonosis stuff for me, actually. But what I also did get was you probably can't see him. I did put a picture on my Instagram page. Not that I've got much on there.
Yes.
I did get the BDX droids, and they're good fun. I mean, they're expensive. I mean, for what they are, they're tiny little things, but they're good fun. They're great for world building, aren't they?
Dude, I'm so jealous. I want those so bad.
Already? Didn't yours ship today? Or?
No, so that was R4D60 shipped for us. That went up on Friday, and it's shipping now. Sorry, we can go to the BDX droids, though. And then the BDX droids go up May 4th at 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I didn't realize they hadn't gone up to you guys yet.
Yeah. I lucked out. I had a buddy that was shout out to TJ. Appreciate you, man. He and his family went and did a family vacation to the Disney parks, and he picked me up a set of these, so he'll be shipping those my way at some point in the future. But that way, I don't have to worry about scrambling to order them in the May the 4th
Yes.
hullabaloo. I remember last year while I was ordering the lightsabers and everything, and I was able to get an order in for the Book of Boba Fett droid set. Yet they canceled my droids after the order was successful and everything. I got my lightsabers, but didn't get the droids. So I thought I was safe, but I wasn't. So
Was last year also the Star Speeder?
oof,
I
can't
think it was
remember.
May the 4th, but it was when the past. Yeah, it's all blending together at a certain point.
I know.
Yeah, I was about to say this year's been a blur, man.
Yeah, because the 3000, the Star Speeder 3000 is really hard to get, and then the 1000, I know that didn't they cancel a bunch of UK orders, and they're putting it.
Just put them back up. Yeah,
Yeah.
Again, they went back up when the Droid Factory figure went up on Friday. So it's £15 more, I think, or £25 more, £15 more, I think it is. So it's like anyone who cancelled it. Oh, here you go, you can get another chance, but you've got to pay more. So
Yeah.
At least they have the opportunity.
I was at Disneyland a couple weeks ago, and they had quite a few of the Star Speeder 1000s there. So it's nothing, not too difficult to get, I guess, if you go to the park, I guess,
And
small detail.
Yeah, real quick. I see we have Brandon in the
What's
chat.
up?
He's
Hello,
in today.
hello.
He writes, just tuning in. What I miss? You missed everything, dog. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
We're just catching up
Not much.
ourselves. So.
Come to Celebration.
what's up, Brandon?
Yes.
We'll catch you up
So,
there.
yeah.
But then, so then this droid went up on Friday. And I think, Lewis, he also said this one held on a little longer in the UK, right?
It was weird because they've been selling out within 3-4 minutes. I mean, just gone. This time it seemed to sit around in stock for about 17 minutes. But since then, I've heard a lot of people saying that what happened was they were in stock, but they were getting into the checkout point, and it just wasn't letting them check out. So although they were technically in stock for about 17 minutes, I think, to be honest, they probably went just as quickly. It's just for some reason it wasn't cutting people off until they were getting to checkout points.
So it's just like a tech issue.
Yeah, they're just not providing us with enough of them. I mean, the BBX droids are still available. And again, I think there's the price issue with that, because with shipping, that's £54.50 for those four little figures.
Dang.
But I think the carded figures are the ones that people often sort a little bit more than perhaps the boxed figures anyway. Because I remember the Book of Boba 4 set, that sat around for a little bit longer as well.
Yeah.
So it's just weird, but they're just not providing enough of them.
Yeah, they're doing really, really short runs of these guys. But
When I was at Disneyland a couple weeks ago, the only single-carded Droid Factory figure they had was the DJ Rex R3X, and then they had the Obi-Wan Kenobi 4-pack, like a lot of those for some reason. But none of the other ones, like not even one of any of the other ones. I don't know, maybe they did another run or something? Maybe me complaining about Ned B's breaking ankle. Deterred everybody from buying.
they knew they were going to have to keep that one in rotation for replacement purchases.
And then they had the only TVC item was the Cantina Kinner Colors 4-pack from last year. But so this guy, I'm not sure how long he was up in the States, because my distraction, my attention was quickly taken by the Hasbro stream that started at the exact same time this guy went up. So it's it was a harrowing Friday morning for all of us. And
It was.
But then I was very distracted. Why the 0 on this guy's card is a different font? See, of all the things we're going to complain about today, this is the one that I just don't understand how that even happened. They just changed the font.
Well,
Maybe there's no
Well, is that a
They
zero?
wanted it to look
zero
like
or
a
an
0,
O,
not a
but
O.
either way,
I
it's
thought-
not the right
or-
font.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be an O, but when I searched for it on the Disney page, when I was waiting for it to pop up, it wasn't showing with an O. But when I put the 0 in, it did come up. So
Interesting.
the search engine recognized it as a 0. But yeah,
But their Photoshop didn't.
Interesting.
Very important stuff over here, but so it's nice to have 3 Navarro Season 3 droids between this, the Copper droid, and then IG-11 Marshall.
We need the grief.
Yeah,
We need Grief to go with them all, of course.
we
but
do.
we do.
And we only
Yes,
have
Brandon,
one
that's
left.
what you missed. Grief.
Yeah.
But we only have one left in this first wave of this, set of 6.
Honestly, I'm so glad that they're doing this. And I do think that this would be a great opportunity, like a great way to get things like, Spybot or Two Boots.
Yeah.
If Hasbro is not going to be able to do them in a reasonable amount of time, I know there's so much on the docket.
Yeah.
I would totally be fine with, Disney making those droids so I can have them in my collection, and that's a good placeholder for me until we can kind of get around to it, if we ever get around to it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, you know, I like when it seems to complement, like when TVC and Droid Factory kind of complement each other, and Droid Factory is a good supplement to it. Like getting B2 on that first round when Andor was fresh, and we did get like an Andor figure, and we obviously never got B2. We're getting another chance at him again, and that is the first Friday of June, by the way, for anyone keeping track at home. So yeah, I do like that, and I'd like to see them play ball more to kind of coordinate things that go together. It's fun. So
yeah, totally. Like it would obviously have been nice to be getting like a season 3 grief with this droid. I mean, obviously we really need season 1. Never gonna stop asking for that one, but yeah, when they like kind of like line up with each other, that is nice, because yeah, you get his protocol droid and his astromech.
Yeah,
really building out that world for Navarro, which is
his
cool.
Marshal.
Yeah. Oh, and the Marshal.
Yeah.
And real quick, back to TVC, the Mandalorian and Grogu items are still working their way through the systems. I think that wave is it fully sold out at Walmart and Target? They had it like a month ago, and then I haven't seen anybody find it since then.
Yeah, I haven't seen it past then, because I think it's like it's sold through a case, and I know a lot of stores are still having, you know, you have like the Landos and the Jedi Legend Obi-Wans and the Mandalorians and the 501st clones that seem to be taking up shelf space in the TVC spot. So
I will say at my Walmart, that deluxe Mando sold within like a week.
My Walmart, my Walmart is on its second round of it, so it reordered. They reordered the deluxe Mando and Grogu,
and that's he's such a great figure. I think I've looked at him since the stream.
It's interesting though, because a lot of deluxe figures have sat around for a long while, whether it's because of the price or what. But that obviously is a quality figure, same price, but it's also on the bubble. So
absolutely,
I wonder where this is tipping the balance differently. Is it because it's a great figure? Is it because it's on a card and a bubble?
Properly sized card.
A bit, exactly. Or is it just a coincidence? And people just want it because the film's coming out.
I was going to say, it could just be the novel idea of releasing a main character from a movie that's about to come out before it comes out, and then people are like,
the Mando and Grogu.
I kind of want to buy that
for the Mando, because I will notice anecdotally at my 2 local Walmarts, I know Actionverse, boo hiss, whatever. But I did notice that even though the Zebs and the Grogus are still around, both stores have sold through all of their Mandalorian, like the single card Mandalorian of those Actionverse figures. So I think people are wanting that figure. Like, you know, people are wanting a Mando. Kids are maybe wanting a Mando. Yeah. Incidentally, the Black Series Mandos are kind of hanging around because it's expensive. Far more expensive. So there's still some white box ones at one of my stores. So
I will say this kind of goes back to like what we were talking about on our mall stream earlier in the week, where having the figures in hand, or you could get it before the movie comes out, is so exciting. So I think that was also something, like, at least for me personally, going into the store and be like, heck yeah, this movie is like a month out still. I got this new figure. It does look marginally, like, it's not even marginally better. It's worlds better. In terms of like the upper body. It's phenomenal.
And it's the same thing with like watching Marok and the Crow on Mall and having those figures in hand already. It's so nice to not have to worry about that.
I can enjoy the fight scenes and be like, oh cool, I have those figures.
Right, it's like I can watch that and go, oh dude, I'm gonna go set that same thing up right now and take a picture of it. Like, I don't have to like sit here and figure out, how do I do like the right angle so you can't quite tell that that's not the right Inquisitor right there going up against Maul? It's just nice, you know. It's really great, and like my hype. I mean, I was already really excited for Mando and Grogu, but like just knowing that we have these figures in hand, like I've got the main release of this entire film on my desk already, going into the movie. I'm absolutely thrilled.
And it gets, and some of the new things, it gets me hyped to like see, okay, how's he going to use the ATRT in the movie? How's he going to use, where's this sword going to come into play? Where's this new?
I still don't know how the sword factors in. I'm just like, all right, let's see what happens.
Stupid little sword DM.
It's also nice to have new figures that we don't have to put on March Madness, Last Figure Standing, all these other polls. You know, we shouldn't really need to be asking for main characters, and so it's great that we are getting these. Hopefully, we'll get more. But yeah, that's
Absolutely.
refreshing.
And I'm thinking this was Tyler chiming in with the comment. Striking while the iron is hot is essential. Not releasing 18 months later. Sure. And you know what? Let's dovetail all of this talk into the first release that happened, or first reveal that happened. It wasn't a May the 4th reveal. It was the CCXP one. And it is a main character from a show that we're currently watching. And it was nice to see. It was Devonara.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, that was a great surprise.
Yeah.
Especially after the kind of underwhelming Black Series unnamed Warlord number 3 reveal. And then Darth Maul lightsaber variant 817. But new people need it, so it's great. But yeah, this is awesome.
And Lewis, you know, you mentioned it too, not having to add him to, or not having to add her to March Madness. Like, she was already on. I knew full stop she was going to be near the top of my personal top 25, and I was going to be campaigning hard for. Now I don't have to waste the time. I can still ask for other things that I want and shouldn't have to ask for still, but glad I don't have to ask for this one.
Looks so good too. And like we were talking about earlier in the week, really appreciate the properly tooled legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's great. They're not just like reused like Endor or Leia legs, which ours are horribly out of date, so that wouldn't have worked anyway.
We don't have anyway, but
yeah. But yeah, this figure is really doing it for me. So happy and relieved to have this one and not put her on like a wish list. Now we just need an Uncle Docky.
Yep.
Dude, yes.
Get me Docky.
Spicy Dockies.
So, John, you had a note here?
Did I? I was looking at something. Someone keeps talking in the comments how the droid went up a day early. I don't think it actually did. So anyway, let's move on from that in the comments. Everybody, you're distracting me. Just kidding. So yes, TVC is now tied, I believe, with Black Series for Shadow Lord reveals. I believe I just added that. Is that correct? Because
yes.
They got Rook cast, but we got Marok because they got Marok years ago because we had to get Chopper with our slot for. That's the unfortunate catch-up game. But you know, it's an equal number of figures for Vintage Collection and Black Series for the show, which is great so far.
Yeah. And equally inaccurate Maul. I mean, yes, they got the cloak, but they got the boots wrong, so it's fine.
Well, yeah, we didn't notice the boots until a couple episodes in. So
yeah. And yet, it's now one of the most important things to me.
Yes.
Here at TVC, if mine's wrong, I hope yours is too.
Yeah.
We do it together or not at all.
That's right. We're in this together, everybody.
Yeah. And it is very nice that, yes, she has the accurate legs and everything. And then in terms of, the big discussion point on this one was the articulation of her wrists, because you have to go back quite a few years. I think, was Bo-Katan the last female figure to have?
Fennec Shand.
Fennec Shand, okay.
And those were early 2022, late 2021 figures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, so since then they've really avoided hinged wrists on the ladies here. So I wasn't expecting anything different here. It would have been, great if they could do it in a way that doesn't look like Han Solo's big old wrists. Yeah. But they can't currently, so you know what? She's got her sleeve rolled up. I much prefer a joint at where it looks nice. It preserves the aesthetics and the articulation as much as possible. So I think they got a good balance here.
Yeah.
Agreed.
The articulation is... Oh, sorry, Liz.
I was going to say, the only thing that irks me a little bit is the two fingers. I think it's great. I love the fact that they're giving us that option, but it would be nice to have a switchable, hand to be able to not have a constantly pointing, because I think, with toy photography, that is going to be a challenge to get around unless you have her in every single image, using that pose.
Yeah. So this is something we talked about the other day, where I know it's a little bit selfish, but if I were to have my way, I would have that non-force push hand, but also include another hand where it's not a hinge, but the wrist is pointing like the saber. So to have those two other options to like swap in hands would be really appreciated. And we were kind of like discussing it in terms of tooling, because they don't have to do a hinge necessarily with this hand. So that's one less piece of tooling. So could we maybe just get the other hands too? Like, does it balance out at all? I don't know how these numbers work, but
I think I had brought it up. It's similar to what Mezco does with their 5 points figures. Like, I've gotten the Batman, the animated figures ones or animated series figures, and they, they have swappable arms because they're just 5 POA figures, but then they add in like different legs and arms and heads for dynamic poses. So it's interesting, but I think smaller scale version of just like a hand, like a different position wrist. So.
And also, she is like sorry, John, but one last thing is, like, she is a smaller character too, like smaller than your average female, because she's a younger characters. So I
Right.
think that also goes into play in terms of like the minimum thicknesses of the walls needed for the
Absolutely.
articulation. So
Yeah,
makes
I think
sense.
she would have had some big wrists if they tried to articulate them.
Yeah, you thought Han was a problem.
Yeah. But yeah, John, you were going to say?
I was going to say the hand pose is from a deleted scene I read about on StarWars.com where Uncle Docky, he has a lot of issues. He's fighting so much, but he's an older gentleman, so she mixes his arthritis medicine into applesauce for him, and so that's what that's about. So just a little behind the scenes info for you there.
I was really sitting here like, what? What deleted scene was it? Like, you had me, John.
Honestly, you just made me want some applesauce.
Yeah.
And now
pretty good,
it's up to
refreshing.
all you fine gentlemen to do cool shots with her with that pose. So
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be great.
It's I think, what is it? One of us mentioned at one point, and some folks mentioned it, that it's interesting that, we got an Obi-Wan that's his iconic pose, and he didn't get that swappable hand with the two fingers.
Yes.
And
I keep-
okay. All right.
The
And
force
it's not
works in
that-
mysterious ways.
Yeah.
Want to comment again? It's not
Yeah.
that she doesn't have wrists; she has a swivel forearm joint instead of at the wrist, which is like a
So-
little bit. Yeah,
That's like to say, it's not, she has the exact same articulation that she always would have had since she's a smaller female figure. She was always going to have just a wrist swivel.
Yeah.
All they did was just
Yeah.
move it a little bit further up where it
Yeah.
was maybe less unsightly.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's really effectively the same exact thing that it was going to be regardless. So I don't know.
Yeah. I think it
Well,
was the right
preserving some
call. I
aesthetics.
mean, I agree with John. Like, I'm totally on board with this, moving it up so it preserves the aesthetic of the figure, since it is like literally exactly the same,
yeah.
just
It looks clean.
2 centimeters higher.
And it's not ideal that we can't have the small articulation. We're not trying to say, yay, we have less articulation. It's just kind of like with the hand that we're dealt,
Literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
And then, what do you think about the? I see a lot of comments about the plastic cape. It seems
Yeah.
similar to Padme. I'm sure we can still pose it out, but it is plastic as far as I
It is.
believe. So yes.
Yeah, we don't know how flexible that is at the moment, do we? I suppose, but it is a big cape, so that's probably going to inhibit some poses when she's wearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see, I guess.
Very
Yeah.
glad to have her. I
Yeah.
think she looks awesome.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
excited.
I think we did talk about it on Wednesday as well. Like normally I'm very, very much so team soft goods. I think especially for Jedi characters, posability is very important for the soft goods. But it's just, her cloak is so unique, like the cut of it, like it would be, it's like that Krennic argument again, like when people were upset that Krennic came with a molded cape instead of a cloth cape. I'm just like, the way that it sits, it wouldn't be able to like realistically do that effectively if it were soft goods. So in this very specific case, I'm totally fine with this being a molded cape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
where we
also
asked-
not the hardest shape to like make a custom cape. So like when you start talking hoods, like I'm not a seamstress, so I can't make a custom cape and a hood, but I can find some material similar in this color and like kind of wrap it around her
Yeah.
neck and like, make it work in the future if I need that extra mobility.
All right. Let's see. Sausage cape. Yeah. Agreed. So yeah. Well, any last thoughts on this figure before we unceremoniously move on to the next set of reveals?
I'll just say
She's
real quick,
awesome.
I'm looking at some of the great recent figures. Padme, Shakti, the Tonica sisters. They all have swivel hands, and it's okay. We're all surviving here, folks. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm really happy
Yes.
to have this figure coming. And they revealed it while the show was airing.
Yes.
And I think we talked a
And
little
we
bit
can-
about pipelines of like, I'm okay necessarily without pipelines, but sometimes with a major character, we get a lot of anxiety of, are we going to get this figure? It's not guaranteed, it's nice to at least get a signal flare of, yes, you don't have to worry about it. You're going to get this main character, even if it's a little further off into the future. So,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't
anyway.
put her on the list.
yes. So Friday also had the fan stream from Hasbro Pulse for their May the 4th event on May the 1st. So yes, we got a slew of reveals yesterday. And John, why don't you take us through them?
Alrighty, so we started off with we're going back to the battle. We're going back to the Battle of Geonosis with the Geonosian Warrior Army Builder 4-pack. This is paying off a tease of the Sonic cannon from a stream a few months ago. I love that artwork. Their faces look so upset.
Yeah, the one in the middle. That's my vibe.
So these are new figures, obviously showing a little bit of tooling from Poggle and a fair amount from the Picador that was revealed last month, a little over a month ago. But we got two unique versions here, one with wings and then a drone without wings with armor. And let me add this guy real quick. I'm going to remove this for 1 second because you can see, remember the Geonosian, this guy stands up in the arena.
Yeah.
And you can see his little armor right here. I don't honestly know if there are a ton of other places in the film, but they are there. So, and he is a character debut, or a version debut, technically speaking.
John, is that an image that you have had just filed away in your mind, or did you? How long did you spend going frame by frame by frame by frame?
Thankfully, this was in the StarWars.com databank. I'm not joking this time. This is the image for Geonosian.
In your mind.
Yes, but in my mind, because this guy stands up and he goes like, I'm like, I don't know what he's saying, but he says something. He draws attention to himself, and I always thought he kind of had like an apron thing on. It's almost padded like a...
Well,
like
given your Poggle impersonation, I'm actually really disappointed that you don't know what he's actually saying.
Yeah.
He says a word that he almost sounds like a naughty word that I'll tell you off screen, but so I won't say it.
Also, just for the record, I thought that John was the Star Wars database.
Yes.
So
it's just
there goes illusion shattered for me.
Sorry. I have an Order 66 chip in my brain that just uploads to the website. So.
Both you and Tanith are just
yes,
still
of course,
always on
Tanith, of course, yes. You knew.
Yeah.
And then, there was a lot of Geonosian warriors over the years. The last bunch in the Legacy Collection era, they were all based on Sun Fac, so they were all wearing like the more ceremonial kind of gear or whatever. And there was never like a great version earlier. There was the first one that was pre-posed and stuff, and based on, a maquette before the movie came out and stuff. So anyway, nice to finally have some definitive, amazing Geonosian warriors. And it's also nice not to have any specific things in this pack. Even like the Stormtrooper 4-pack, we just got the Remnant Stormtrooper. It's got the one that has like the very specific, very cool armor, but I don't know how many have that in the movie, so I'm not going to go too buck wild on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this set's great.
It's awesome.
Also,
yet
just
another. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say yet another, never before made thing that we have from this movie in TVC, because I don't believe we've ever had the drone in that specific armor.
Tanith actually had something about this. John, I already know what you're going to say. Geodrone doesn't count as a debut because of the Blue Saga one that came with the Massive. Well, I say that one doesn't count because they didn't even try with it.
It doesn't have the same armor as this guy, I believe. I could be wrong now. See, now I'm a fake fan, but thank you, Tanith, for...
There goes the data bank.
Yes, it says, you can see the drones better when the Jedi are igniting their lightsabers. The one Sarissa Jang slices up is a drone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, now he's saying obscure Jedi names. All right, we're speaking the same language now, finally.
Yes.
It happened, Tanith.
The Depa Balaba wannabe.
She's actually kind of wearing Kiadi Mundi's style of robes, but it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll talk
Sarissa
more
Jang.
about
Sorry, that's a different one. That's not the Depa Balaba. That's Sarla Buddha. Oh, my God. I'm rusty. I'm sorry, everybody. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
John's off his game today.
Yeah, these look great. So anything else you guys want to talk about with these guys?
I just really appreciate the articulation on these guys, since they're basically Poggle, and it's just like when we got Poggle, I was just blown away by like the wonderful engineering on this figure, like the base, the tooling and stuff like that. So I always hated the previous ones from the Legacy Collection. They kind of don't stand very well. So Poggles had no problems, and I'm really excited for these guys to actually have something posed and displayed and like some battle scenes in my collection. So it's going to be big hype for these.
I think I want to pick up some extra ones just to take them apart so I can have bug pieces all over.
That's a good idea.
Like that Anakin that slashed it up in the saga.
Yes.
Dude, that set was so fun.
Dude, that's a great idea.
Like he had his little twisty arms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was great,
Love it.
man. And say what you guys will about the egregious action features
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
the Attack of the Clones figures, but kid me loved that shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, loved that stuff.
You're good. You're good. Well, all right. Shall we move on to the next reveal?
Sure. So we got 5 from the fan channel wave, the next fan channel wave,
All right.
including a couple more from Battle of Geonosis. Clone Trooper Commander, yes.
Noise.
Some facts on this one. The previous Clone Trooper sculpt, the VC-45, was released as a Blue Lieutenant in TVC and Green Sergeant in 3.75-inch Black Series, but never made it to the Red Captain or Yellow Commander. So it's nice to finally get the Commander in TVC on the much better, perfect Phase 1 sculpt. Hopefully the other officer ranks aren't too far behind, since we need all 4 on the sculpt. Please and thank you, Brandon,
Yes.
if you're still watching. And yes, the problem, of course, the stripe on his helmet should go all the way to the brow line. It shouldn't just stop at the fin. So, not you, Finn, but at his fin on the head. Because, yeah, this is more similar to like how they did it in Battlefront and similar to the like early Clone Wars designs that were unit-specific. In Battlefront, this looks more like the 327th. Yesterday I said 212th like a damn fool. But
Big fan.
so
Pride.
yeah, I know. But so he's got the 4 dots. He should have the yellow stripe. I know that I believe Tyler contacted a few of the folks and they said they're working on it. So hopefully it can just be corrected for this release and not another release 2 years later.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, so I had a fake fan moment yesterday during the reveals when everyone was really mad about the stripe, and I could not for the life of me figure out what stripe we were talking about.
It took me
He has so many.
I'm not a clone bro, so I was just kind of like, the stripe. What are you talking about?
I'm
Okay.
usually pretty good about picking up on that, but I was like, I don't have a clue what stripe we're talking about.
Looks good to me, dude.
I was also eclipsed by some other things that I found jarring, but we'll talk about that later.
I mean, when it comes to the clone stuff, even if I don't know, I'm just going to take everybody's word for it when it comes to clones and their accuracy or inaccuracy. Just know you have my sword in the fight. We're good. I just don't necessarily know what we're talking about. I'm so.
And yes, if his tops 0.375 says if he didn't have the dots, this would be a Phase 1 327th because he has those 4 dots on his chest.
Okay.
So hopefully they can tweak it in time. A lot of these, they said, were early prototypes, and there were other issues on some of the other ones that they have addressed more specifically.
Cool.
But
I mean, it looks good. I mean, this clone mold has just been gold, so it's nice to see them keep using it. And like you said, it's nice to actually have the commander now on that mold. So
yeah,
looking forward to the other ones too, and hopefully like a shinies, like
We need them
4-pack or
all.
something.
Definitely got to have them all. I mean,
Yeah.
the problem is now is if you've got a display and you've got the old sculpt, you know, like you say, you've got the sergeant, we've got the lieutenant, they're just going to look weird. So we desperately need those other colors.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that would just be such a fun. I figured that they would probably do it in a 4-pack, but I guess since I don't know, like I guess it would make more sense if they were gonna make like shinies. Maybe that would make more sense as a 4-pack.
Yeah.
And then the individual officers on card.
Yeah, I think that's
because
smarter.
you would probably need more shinies than you would need individual officers. So I guess that makes more sense to me. So I hope that's something that they're thinking about. I would assume so, since they've dipped their toe into this officer. You know, I hope that they would just keep that ball rolling. But you know, we can never assume anything. So just want to go ahead and say that I hope that that's a thing.
They just need to repaint this over and over and over. I mean, I know
Absolutely.
we don't want clone fatigue and all the rest of people moan about, but there's so many people out there that will just keep buying clones all day long. And you know, they've got this fantastic sculpt now. They need to just keep pumping them out.
Yeah.
I'll
As
buy
long-
clones forever and a day. Like,
Yeah.
bring me all the clone stuff.
As long as Tyler draws breath, there will be clones in his mailbox.
Yes. You know,
I was also going to say, I really hope that they sculpt the guns in the like stiffer plastic, kind of like what the Ahsoka Phase 1 trooper came with. Those blasters were awesome, absolutely phenomenal. So I really hope that they use that stiffer, like PVC or plastic or whatever they're using, because it was great.
I just like it when they keep it a consistent, rich black color. It really drives me a little crazy when it's sometimes that like off brown black color and just all over the place.
Yeah.
That's more my gripe.
Yeah. I do like, again, not a clone bro, but I'll buy all the ones that they do. I look at this photo like that they put out, and I just love how these clones pose. I love this sculpt, and I feel like we're criminally underusing it, as we've all said. So let's keep those clone bros happy, and I'll be there as well to pick them
And
up.
this will only be the second release with the updated proper swappable helmet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang,
Because
that's
the
crazy.
first one was the Ahsoka clone.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, the TEF
And it's
504s.
perfect, man. Oh, it's so good.
And that one should have the stripe ending there because that's how it is as a 501st phase 1. But
Yeah.
and yeah, people are wondering, is this yellow a little light? Maybe it's hard to tell on Geonosis because it's, I guess we see them on Geonosis and Camino, but and yeah, there aren't like a ton of these in the film. I mean, there's as many as you want to get for your army, but people are saying should they put in a 4-pack, a carded 4-pack, army builder 4-pack. I'm glad to get it at least.
Oh, yeah.
So
Is this the one? Is this the rank that talks to Yoda?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And it also talks to Mace. I believe the one that talks to Mace is Commander Pons, later in the
Uh-huh.
Clone Wars, renamed later in the Clone Wars. But so yeah, they interact with some of the main characters as well.
Oh,
Yeah. This definitely would have been an interesting one to see in like a carded 4-pack.
Yeah.
Just like knock them all out at once.
Yeah.
But then does that prohibit, more army building if you? I don't know.
I don't know,
Cost
'cause-
out, but
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, I guess if push really comes to shove, like I said, I guess the like a 4-pack of shinies would be the best move, and then I'm okay with carded officers because then it gives you the option to like I can get as many officers as I need to complement the troops. Because if like thinking about a person who army builds like Tyler does, he like that you wouldn't want to get like 5 4-packs and have like 20 something 30 something like shinies, but then also have like the same number of officers to go with those troops. You want to have kind of a proportional amount.
that's kind of like when they did the on the VC45 body, they did the set that was 1 lieutenant and then 3 shinies, and it was like, do I need 1 lieutenant for every 3 shinies? Not really.
Yeah.
I'd rather have
yeah,
just
yeah.
more
Yeah,
shinies.
That's a good point. That's
But
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. But coulda, woulda, shoulda. I think this is a very nice release, and
Yeah.
I would just now they need to fix that paint, please, before it goes into production.
Yep.
Yeah.
oh yeah, just glad to have it. It looks great.
Yep.
Yeah. Agreed. All right. Well, continuing the Battle of Geonosis, our next reveal. You guys ready for it?
Yes.
All right. Plo Koon.
Surely nothing
Yeah.
controversial to discuss here. Right? We'll get into that in a second, but he has been on the March Madness bracket 4 times, with this year's ranking being his highest at number 22. And then again with the photos not really matching up with the fan stream a whole lot. The figure in the fan stream had more of a wash on the head and hands, I believe. It looks a little lighter in these images.
Yeah.
And it includes the lightsaber and unlit hilts, and for the first time ever in 3.75 inches, his long cloak in soft goods that he wears in all 3 prequel films. And we'll get into that topic in a second.
Interesting. The unlit hilt isn't in this loadout image.
Yeah, so I know people were
imagine
worried
it's
that
on
they
his
like,
belt.
yeah.
I think it's under the robe, but
Yeah.
How do we even want to get into this topic? Is it almost a Looney Tunics? It's almost a Looney Tunics,
go.
right?
it's almost
Yes.
Looney Tunics. I didn't prepare anything specifically for it, John. I know you said you pulled some
I prepared
images.
quite a bit.
I was
Yeah.
about to say we can tag team this.
Yes. But I mean, I did pull up these renders from the customizer, Customs by Chango, I believe.
It's not the customizer; it's the actual
His
designer.
not the customizer. Like this was his Instagram handle. Sorry.
Yeah.
So the actual designer who did it. So he posted these photos of the renders. So yes, it's new hip piece, new torso, new head, new hands, reuse of arms, reuse of those Yord legs, the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think they're the Tatooine Luke arms, right?
I think
Yes,
so.
I
I couldn't.
believe they are.
They didn't look like the Showdown or any of the other Jedi that we've gotten. So yeah, but the sculpt, these renders look really nice. I like
Yeah,
that a
that
lot.
detail on there is crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
See,
all
that's
the
what
crotch shot.
made it potentially a frustrating release, because it's like the stuff that's new looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, take it or leave it, the soft goods, is it a little bulky? Yeah, but I mean, it's hard to do such an extensive soft goods robe at this scale. And it's their first time ever doing it, so I'll cut them some slack a little bit. But I don't know, man. Like, can I just jump right into my feelings about it, or are we waiting?
Sure, I'll give facts later. Do facts care about people's feelings, as the saying goes? But yeah.
So it's just weird to me that I've got my Legacy Collection Plo Koon here that I've slightly customized by giving him Anakin's legs, so he has rocker hips. But like, I just don't understand why, other than a cost cutting reason, that we're making him without his belt and his lower tunic. I mean, it just makes him look incomplete. Like, he should have, even if they didn't want to make it soft goods, like if it was like a plastic, like whatever, but he's got to have his belt and his lower tunic. Otherwise, he looks doofy.
Yeah. But that ties into what John does
Well,
have written down.
Well, that's what everybody seems
go.
to have reacted to. So, what's actually under that robe? Let's take a peek at Plo. I didn't name this segment, but that's the figure image here. So,
Plo the belt. All right.
Seeing Plo the belt.
Oh my gosh.
Plo the belt.
So for many fans, seeing Plo Koon without his robe was almost as traumatic as seeing Ahsoka without her headdress. Let me go ahead and pull that out, and here we go. So in the films, when we see Plo, he's got his robe on. All 3 films, he is never seen without it in any of the prequel films. He's covering those gams up. Let's get a peek at those gams, Plo. What are you hiding? But he is, we don't actually really know what's under the robes. There he is in episode 1. There he is again in episode 1 later on in the evening, still covered up. Here he is with fake Windu over here. Where you can kind of see there, he has like the shirt under here. He has the turtleneck. We'll get into that in a second. And then he has this brown shirt. I'm not seeing any tabards, guys. I'm not seeing any tunics or tabards under there. In Attack of the Clones, it's much the same. We see him there. He's in the deleted scene on the droid control ship, but there he is in the arena.
And the Attack of the Clones figure didn't have the tabard either.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah,
Thank you for your question. Please hold all questions till the end.
Yes.
We'll see him again on Kato Namudia shortly before his death. And then finally we get a peek at the knees here. Finally gave it up right before he died, and he paid for his sins. You can see the top of his boots a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So that's as much as we
ever
see.
Woo!
Getting a little fiery, you might even say.
Spicy in here.
So then that's what. So we still don't know what should be under the robe. Let's see. And then our friend Porg Dameron, hopefully you don't mind me sharing this. I didn't ask permission, but I'll ask forgiveness if I have to. This is what the Hot Toys figure looks like. So again, it just has the turtleneck, maybe sort of a onesie situation, but then it has this shirt underneath. No belt, no tunic, no nothing. This is, Hot Toys. I think we hold them to a pretty high standard of accuracy. I could not find any images behind the scenes of the actors without the robe on.
Yeah,
because
I did a dive yesterday as well. I looked around and I couldn't find any. I was even trying to figure out if I could find some from backgrounds of documentaries with Trisha Bigger, and nothing. There's nothing.
So
I have this figure in my hand right now.
Yes. What does he look like without it? Can you pop that thing off? Can you pop that robe off? It's very hard.
It is difficult, but I mean, I can upskirt him a little bit, and you can tell that he's not wearing anything under there.
Whoa.
Whoa. Wasn't expecting that. I was expecting pants at least.
Oh yeah, he's wearing pants. He's wearing boots. I can't get this robe off because I haven't taken off. This figure is 26 years old.
Yeah. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it if you haven't already done it.
It's one of those that you have to basically cut it off.
Yeah, but looking at it, he does not have a skirt on over. There's no skirt or tabard. It does look like he's just got
almost like
looking at the side. Yes, his shirt is tucked into his pants, no belt. So this figure is accurate to the Power
There
of the
you
Jedi
go.
version.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
We're just seeing what is accurate because nobody really knows. That's what all we're doing here. I'm not judging anybody. All right. So I will say.
But also
so
look at that saber color. That's the
Also look
correct
at the-
color that
yes,
this figure
yellow.
should. That's some
Hashtag yellow saber supremacy.
Yeah, George
Yes,
Lucas
as we
is a
see
fake
in here.
fan. So
But I didn't pull a picture of the Black Series figure. You can Google it right this second. The Black Series figure from 2020 reused Mace Windu's body underneath the robe, I believe, completely.
Yep.
He did not have the turtleneck. They did not update him to have the turtleneck.
yeah, the Black
his-
Series figure is
completely inaccurate. I know they did a newer one lately, but we'll get into that in a second. The Rebel Legion costuming guide doesn't mention anything about a standard Jedi tunic, and again, none of the images of the film or behind the scenes actually indicate that he's wearing one at all. So
about the top shirt has to be, what is it, right over left,
Mhm.
And it has to have that collar.
We're gonna
So
have to
that's-
ask Dave Filoni since this is his favorite character and he cosplays his
yeah.
character.
yes.
It's the only way
So-
we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
So Mandela effect, yes. So
Yes.
this was the first and only 3.75-inch figure Power of the Jedi with the robe. Couldn't sit down, couldn't do action poses. So when he came out for Attack of the Clones, he got a little. They cut the robe short and they opened it up, so they gave him something more of a tunic. Still no tabards actually.
Yep.
But yeah, they gave him an extra shirt and they tightened that up so you can have him. I did love the Force Blast effects.
I love that
fun.
figure as a kid.
For Revenge of the Sith, they did something very similar. He actually he has a little belt here as well. Legacy Collection is the same. So again, no tabards, but he does have the skirt underneath. I guess you can call those tabards. But so that's what we're working with. And then in Clone Wars, I didn't pull Clone Wars images. Evan, if you want to pull those up at all, I don't, do whatever works. But they did.
Yeah, I
It
didn't.
was
grab
kind of
any.
similar to this, but it was added. They added the hood on the back. They didn't really animate the big robes at that time, so they opened it up similar to this. But again, it doesn't actually, Tanith, thank you. The Blue Saga Plo was a bunch of nonsense. Correct.
Yeah.
So, in the Clone Wars, he's seen without the robe where he wears a belt and tunic. But as mentioned, these subsequent releases, let me see. So and then if we can go back to the figure, which is right here. It's not that he has like tabards up top. He just doesn't have them at all. So it is similar to the other figures.
Yeah.
I think this is actually pretty accurate, and everyone's very upset because it doesn't match our cultural imagination of the other figures and the Clone Wars. This is not a Clone Wars figure. It is accurate to the movie. I rest my case. Thank you. Don't yell at me. If it looks incomplete without the robe, that's because it is. Put the robe on, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
I think at a minimum, the only thing that could have made this more acceptable for people is maybe a belt. He just looks odd without a
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does look like he's got someone else's legs on, doesn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
Yeah.
It's just not fluid in terms of like the overall figure to leg design thing going on. So I think
Yeah.
a belt could have helped. I mean, I would have loved, some more soft goods down there or whatever. Am I torn by it? Not really.
Yeah.
But
And as
Yeah.
Tanith Toyert says, agreed, as you always must agree with me contractually. He's
Yeah.
accurate and perfect, like Tatooine Luke. It's the old figures that were wrong.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I think, and the problem is, Bob Littell brings it up. Is there a chance Hasbro will take this half-dressed Plo Koon, add the lower tunic skirt, and repaint the legs to create a Clone Wars version of Poe that wouldn't come with the robe? No, and I think that's part of, I know, Evan, that was sort of your hope. Maybe they could have used it. It could have.
Yeah, that was kind of thinking. So I think they can still use like the torso if they were to, want to freestyle. And I think this torso could maybe be useful for something else. But yeah, like as you said, the Clone Wars torso is actually pretty different, unfortunately. The upper arms though could be reused, which is nice. But those are not new for this figure. But yeah, so it's okay. It's okay. I've made my peace with it. The initial reaction is just like, oh dear, he forgot to finish getting dressed. But
The distress call for Geonosis came in very quickly. He was in the shower. He didn't have time.
yeah,
where's my
It's-
belt? I cannot find my belt for the.
it's fine. I mean, I think where I was kind of looking at it, where I was trying to treat this is sort of when I think about getting modern Jedi in the line, wanting them to be a great to further build out the library in a way that they can be used not only for folks at home to do customizing, like if you have a complete Jedi style, like if he had just had no tabards or anything, continue just the robe skirts on this in the same color and a belt. then people can use the base figure for more customs, whatnot. Hasbro would have just yet another piece for further Jedi if they want to start mixing and matching pieces and all of that fun stuff. But for what this is, other than the knee-jerk reaction of just like, oh God, like why? It's fine. Again, he's always going to be wearing the robe in these Battle of Geonosis displays, any film display of which he's based on.
Not in my
So
shots.
I'm okay with it. And also, yes, I do think I get it, because if they did add a belt piece with like a plastic skirt or a soft good skirt, no matter what they added, it still would have maybe messed up the form factor of the robe that goes over it, because they've kind of tried to tailor it a little bit to not be as loose and weird looking on his whole body. So
Yes.
Can we go back to the robe?
I wanted to do that too.
Yeah.
Also, just wanted to take a moment to say, all of those gripes aside, I am thrilled to death that we're getting him, and my gripe is very easily fixed, because I will literally just take the belt and tabards off this,
Sure.
yeah,
put it on there, and be happy with my, as Tanith and John will say, my inaccurate Plo Koon. I'm just thrilled that we're getting him. So Hasbro, please don't think that I'm not grateful. I'm very grateful. I was a little jarred at first. I've accepted it, but I'm so stoked about it.
He comes with the right lightsaber, something that's not true of every figure. So.
He does come with the right lightsaber.
Yeah. I mean, wrong color, but that's accurate to the movie.
It's less about what's underneath, because I don't think I'd display him that way anyway. I think I would display him with the cape on, or the cloak on, sorry. But it's the neck on this and how it sits at the moment that bothers me more. And I just hope that in hand that fits a little bit better, because we aren't seeing that looser neck. He looks very hunched, with his shoulders. And I know the thing is, soft goods with Hasbro can be hit and miss. Sometimes they absolutely nail it, and there's some figures that they've done it so well. And then I think there's others where you just think, what's going on here? And to me, this looks like the latter at the moment. And I'm hoping that when we get him in hand, he will actually look a bit better, because that's what worries me is that's how I want to display him. And that isn't quite cutting it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
it's hard to go from getting soft goods like what we have on the Crow, like the 11th brother. Sorry, I get confused about which direction I gotta go. That looks so good and it drapes just right. And
I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button there, Finn.
It's like
keep going.
perfect. And then going to something like it's like an early promo image. We've seen it many times where we see the early promos and we all go, and then we get it in hand. We're like, actually, it's fine.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to say. It's like, this is supposed to be like kind of like an early prototype still. So I imagine there's still some fine tuning to happen there. Also, sometimes Hasbro doesn't necessarily pose these things the best. So like they could be draping these robes a little better possibly. So I can't judge this thing until I have it in hand. I will say again, like Finn was saying, I'm pretty hyped for this figure. Just like it's a character I've been wanting for a long time. That image right there looks really good. I think agreed with Lewis, like, the V could be a little bit deeper so we can see some of the shirt underneath.
Sitting a little bit lower.
I just wonder if you could, if it can be pulled down a bit.
I was going to say, just
probably
give it a little tug, like pull it down a little bit more in the image, and then take the picture. Like,
once
this
Tyler
is the
pops
best picture out of all of them.
It is,
I like this picture, but it's because he's at an angle, so you can't tell how hunchback it kind of looks.
Because I was at work when the stream was going on, and the Wi-Fi at my job is terrible, so I was just getting all this information secondhand. So I didn't actually see the reveal of him in the video. So I'm curious to see what he looks like with that wash, because I bet it looks really great. Because you can tell just by looking at the images that there's a lot of detail, like on his head, like with like all the little like wrinkles and stuff in his skin and stuff. I'm really excited to see that kind of like brought out a little bit more,
And Finn, I know you like to customize Acolyte Jedi, so you could get an Ithia Pan out of this one by just popping the heads and hands on a Yord body.
I was thinking that earlier today, actually.
Yeah,
you betcha.
So, so going past this, so I did have one Looney Tunic shout out of something that Hasbro could do, if I may.
Yes.
and it is Jedi Power Battles, Plo Koon.
Yes.
So
yes.
this one, I honestly think, it could be if they did a different color on the robe, they can kind of freestyle it. But again, they just cut the new robe with no sleeves,
Yeah.
and paint those arms that tan color, and boom, there you go. Give them a yellow lightsaber. There's a
please.
fun gaming
Yeah.
greats.
Yeah.
Easy.
Absolutely. I
Easy.
just
Yes.
I just started playing Jedi Power Battles night before last, and
Nice.
first thing I did, I was like immediately putting Plo Koon on
Yeah.
with yellow saber. But yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Just do that same robe he's already got, just no sleeves.
Yep.
Repaint the arms. Like it, Evan, you're so right. It's like it would be so easy to do, and I would be ecstatic. I would instant buy for me. Instant buy.
I'd be pretty stoked for that. I'm caring less and less about what's under the robe now. But yes, I think it's, looking towards future-proofing the figure. It's not very future-proofed, but because so much was reused already on this figure, I think it's okay that if they have to tool up another unique Clone Wars era tunic for him, it's whatever. I'm fine with that. So
Yeah.
And like I said, with the Black Series one, that one bothered me because one of the only things you see under the robe is the collar, and they totally messed it up on the first Black Series one. So I was glad they invested at least in that piece.
Yeah. Honestly, that Black Series figure really could have gotten away with it if they had just tooled up a new torso, like an upper torso.
Yeah.
Like it would have been perfectly fine for them to use the lower half of the body, and I think it would have been a little more well received. But I am very glad that we got the upper torso that are correct.
Accurate. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So
I like them using Yord's legs too. That's a good use of
See?
existing tooling. And
It
stuff.
is
The
good.
acolyte is the gift that keeps on giving, guys. Come on.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, should we move on from Plo?
Sure.
All right, gang. So our next reveal is John. Who is it?
Another Jedi, but how about Anakin Skywalker, the chosen one himself? Another one that is completely different in person.
Yes.
Let's just get it out of the way. The images show a tan robe, almost reminiscent of these lighter Kinner coloring, but the final figure will have the darker brown robe seen in the fan stream, and as confirmed by Steve Evans on Instagram. This one was giving Uncle Owen vibes due to that robe. But I'll say it's based on last year's Spirit figure, which I have over here, but not as Spirit, kind of.
Yeah.
It's sort of similar to the 1985 Power of the Force figure and the 1999 Power of the Force 2 flashback photo figure. The 85 figure is a little more gray, as if there was sort of going for like a ghost wash over the whole
faded.
thing.
Yeah.
And then the 99 figure looks more like a regular dude, like if he just had never fallen to the dark side and was.
Do you have a photo of the 99 figure?
I don't.
Well, don't worry, because I've got him in my
There
hand.
you go.
Oh,
Beautiful.
This guy.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm actually kind of bummed that we don't have the tan robe. I kind of like it.
It is interesting, especially for variety, where it's like, that'd be a fun one. I do want to say though, talking about that 1999 figure, I did put a little personal note in here where, as a kid, when I was interested in like the vintage Star Wars figures, the Power of the Force 1 and Star Wars original Kenner figures, that was always one that I was wondered about because I don't think I ever got one. I never got one, but I knew it existed and I was curious about it. So when I got the Power of the Force 2 one, because it was one of those flashback scene ones too, where it was like young Anakin to like Jake Lloyd Anakin episode 1 to that, which was so fun. I loved this figure because I treated it as like a different Jedi that we never saw. He went with all my prequel Jedi masters. He was hanging out with Plo Koon and going in my battle scenes, and it was just a really fun figure to have, but then also to look at it, because at the time we didn't have Hayden put into Return of the Jedi at that time, so it was like kind of fun to have that version like that I could use for two purposes, as kids do. They freestyle with how accurate things are. But I love that figure. So this one is just kind of a fun, even though it's maybe not necessarily as exciting as some other things. Weirdly, this one kind of hits me in a nostalgic spot, not that OG, 80s nostalgia, not the true fan nostalgia, but just the fake fan 90s nostalgia. So I'm honestly kind of happy about it. So curious about what the card's going to look like.
And yes, and here's another Tanith comment. I'm going to get an extra to put in my cantina is Merc Sunlit, because yes, we all know Merc Sunlit, of course. I don't need to say anything about him. But when in A New Hope, Obi-Wan was wearing Tatooine robes before Yoda came along and said, actually, they're Jedi robes. And then Anakin came along as his Force spirit and said, actually, they're definitely Jedi robes.
Yeah.
And then everyone blames the prequels for that. Anyway, that's a whole nother tangent. But you can use this as a random Tatooine guy if you want, a random Jedi, anywhere you like.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a strange one, isn't it, though, when you think about the figure? I know they're kind of referencing what's been done before, but I mean, as a character, he's never existed.
Yeah.
Because, he never existed as Anakin other than past to the point when he became Vader.
Yeah.
So he's like 22 years old. So other than as a ghost, he just, it's kind of a what if figure almost, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm kind of planning to like put him in like a Jedi like setting, and he can be like Jacasa's news like love interest from back in the day.
Which is fun because I'm pretty certain this guy's canonically only supposed to be like 45. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, and the actor was Sebastian Shaw was older than Alec Guinness for some reason, even though.
Yeah, but the thing is, as a child who grew up with OT before the prequels came along, we saw this as Anakin, and we heard all these stories about Clone Wars. So for me as a child, I always imagined this old guy running around with an old Ben Kenobi, fighting with their lightsabers and doing whatever they were doing, battling this Clone Wars that we'd heard about. They don't knew what they were, and it kind of made sense, but it kind of as a figure doesn't really make sense anymore. But I'm really happy for the original 96 tick the box. I'm really happy that we can do that and we can get that one out of the way. So as much as I'm criticizing it in a fun way, but it's nice that we can tick the box on this one.
Yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
I just kind of wish he had his lightsaber though.
Yeah.
That'd be a little more fun for me.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's what made the Power of the Force 2 figure for me is.
The original didn't, did it? The Kenner version didn't have a lightsaber.
No, and the 99 version had like an almost Obi-Wan lightsaber.
It's pretty much just the Obi-Wan lightsaber. So.
Well, if you're looking for an Obi-Wan lightsaber, hold that thought. But for now, I wanted to talk about the card. So this is the image used on the original. This is the original Power of the Force card. It's got that crazy. See, to me, it looks a little. It's like a gray-brown kind of thing.
Faded.
I can see what they were doing.
I always thought of it as a ghost, as a sort of ghostly image.
Yeah.
I never. It doesn't look to me just like him in the flesh.
No.
But so this is the image they use. So are they going to use it? So when I did the card a couple years ago, like that's what it would look like, not going from Power of the Force to Return of the Jedi. And in the background on the images, you can see the orange, so it will be on an orange card.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to see this, or do you want it more like when the Black Series did the Force Spirit set a couple years ago? They used images from the film.
I gotta say that airbrush though, I know it's like nostalgic and everything, but it looks like something I would see in the Cave of Evil.
Yeah.
So
what is that?
Like that face is crazy, man.
Nice.
Riley Bob writes, and that dude landed Padme.
Now that's the thumbnail right there for this.
Hide the Pain Herald over here.
With
I don't know. I think I would like a film out personally, but I could go either way.
I think the problem is when you think of people who want to replicate that original 96, I think you've got to put the original one out there because otherwise it just isn't. It's missing the mark again. And again, Hasbro have done this with too many of these the original 96 figures where they've re-released them and not quite got them right, and it doesn't make people happy.
Well, it's like
I'm not a card collector, so it's not my thing. But
because like with Walrus Man this last year, they got. So we have two actual film still versions of him, and then the Kinner airbrush was only used in the Kinner color set from last year. And like Greedo, we got several versions on the Kinner card and on a new card and a couple times and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, they should put Hayden on the card back.
Yeah,
so Milo.
this is one of those situations where like I'm not really picky one way or another because I know I'm not the target for this.
For sure.
Like I'm an opener. I care more about like just having the figure. The card really doesn't mean a whole lot to me, but I know that there's some people like out there who would just be like thrilled to death. Like it would probably just make their day to see the original image on there. And this is a situation where I'm like, like this is their thing. Let them have it.
Yeah.
Like I'm just here for the figure. Like give like the community that wants that specific card, it's going to mean a whole lot more to them. if you put the film out on here, like, yeah, maybe I think it looks better, but my feelings are not hurt or helped one way or another. Like, I think you should, yeah, like what Lewis said, like it's going to mean a whole lot more to a lot of other people to have the original, like, airbrush, however nightmare fuelish it may be.
Yeah.
Because they are just inconsistent on whether they recreate or update these things. So it's just And then Zinger Fake is asking. I'm not advocating for him to be on a Power of the Force card. That's not going to happen. He's going to be on Return of the Jedi card. That seems clear as day. I'm just saying, what image are they going to use? So
Yeah.
Can I just add, though, I would say with this release as a loose collector, not someone that's interested in the cards, I am glad that they have done this different version. They could easily have just put the Spirit Anakin from the 3-pack on a card, reissued it, and be done with it. And as much as I love that figure, I think that's a great pack, you know, the swappable heads. I think this version, it just gives us something new. So again, for people that open these, it just gives us a bit of something else, doesn't it?
For sure, yeah.
And also, question, as you mentioned the swappable heads, because it was a swappable neckline as well.
Yeah.
So do you think they've glued this piece in on this run, or
Probably.
I think so.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
I want to put a little shiny Hayden head on top of that.
Yeah.
Make him look like he's really sweaty. He just ran up the Jedi Temple stairs. He's late for a meeting.
And just to shout that out again, of that swappable neckline thing, that is really something I wish, you know, like the Plo Koon, if they had done like his neckline as a separate piece, then that's something they could have easily plopped onto a different rest of the torso for, you know, a Clone Wars version, if they made a Clone Wars accurate torso. I really am frustrated that they seem to not be taking advantage of this really cool idea that they had and tried out. And I think would be a great way for them to maximize reuse of all these slightly similar, but not quite the same things for Jedi tunics and whatnot. So I really hope, you know, moving forward into the future, we can see more of that swappable neckline, neck and neckline piece, so that we can get figures that end up maximizing reuse while still maintaining accuracy.
Can we tell on Plo if it's not like a swappable out neckline piece?
You know,
like,
that's fair.
I'm only asking that because like one time when I took a Cal Kestis apart, like that neckline actually comes all the way out.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of like
they've been
previous
doing
figures
that
they've done. Yeah, they've done a lot of that.
So maybe they have. So I'm just, I just want
potential.
to put it out there. I like that idea, and I want them to really commit to that idea for these.
Well, that's like we've said, like some of like on the Anakin from the other Anakin 3-pack, where it's like the tabards are a different piece, but it's not like it's not for us to be able to take it apart super easily. But it is. So who knows?
Yeah.
And I will say one last thing, like what Lewis was talking about. So like if they would have put the Force Ghost one on this card, I'd probably just buy one for the card.
Yeah.
But because he's different, I actually do want one of these open.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'll probably put them somewhere in like a display or whatever. But it does prompt me to buy 2 of these.
That's how they get us.
And now
It's also, I was gonna say it's also worth mentioning that like a lot of people probably think that this is just Anakin head on Obi-Wan Kenobi's body, but it's actually completely different robes, which I know Evan can probably tell us more about it. But he's using the Jedi Legend Obi-Wan arms. He's using the Revenge of the Sith Anakin legs, but like the tunic altogether is or maybe it's just the lower part, but it's new.
different torso, different skirt.
Torso,
It's completely new, like tabards and everything. So we could get multiples of these, and you can just make different Jedi that happen to have a similar style, like tunic. So it's like it's really great for customizers as well. Like I'm sitting here looking at this, going, "Could this be my custom Aegon Kolar while I'm waiting on Hasbro to finally put him out?"
Yeah, because that is a
Like,
pretty similar tunic top to what, you know, Aegon Kolar would get, because he also had a collar, I believe. Or
Interesting.
was it him? Yeah.
Aegon Collar.
Aegon Collar, yeah. So
Brandon, take notes.
yeah. All right, gang. Well, shall we move on from one Skywalker now to the next ish?
Yes,
Next-ish?
one
Yeah.
old dude in robes from 83 to an old dude in robes from 91. Or maybe a few years later. But anyway, it's Lauk, and Tyler made sure we pronounced that correctly. It's Lauk. From the clone version from The Last Command. Following up on last year's Heir to the Empire set that came with Thrawn, Captain Pelion, and Joruus Sabaoth. Please fact check that one. But we still need Mara Jade, of course, the 2025 TVC March Madness champion, and Rook to really tie a bow. And yeah, want
I
the
do
Rebels Rook.
prefer Luke.
Luke. Yes, no,
Yeah.
Hasbro was not
So do
confused
I.
on what they were trying to say. They were just
Like I feel like I'm in France or like a Pepe Le Pew like
You-
skit where it's everything got a little French to it.
But you know, we were just talking about the Jedi Spirit set and like the Obi-Wan and Anakin tunic. So this is the old Ben body. That is the old Ben
Mhm.
tunic, arms, legs on this figure.
Torso.
So that pack is, you know, those OT Jedi did yield some reuse here.
But now we have a new belt because the previous
Yes.
belt was attached to the thing. So if they wanted to get a soft goods Obi-Wan out, wait, the Obi-Wan is soft goods. Forgive me. I'm so
Yes.
confused on what they did with this because the Ghost one has a plastic skirt. The regular one has a soft goods. I'm such a fake ass fan. But anyway, yes.
Yeah, you gonna throw?
I
up
want to
some
go into
images
the.
there?
Let's throw them up. Speaking of throwing up, let me just say first of all, if these are the backgrounds, I'll usually match the card art. I love the deep dark purple on this.
Yeah, I love
You've
this
been
color.
introducing a
Yeah.
few more times, so I think it looks really nicely with the blue of his cloak.
I was about to
Just
say,
a reminder of the Mara Jade that you're not getting.
is this the same purple that they used for Hera?
It's
it might
similar,
be
similar.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But okay.
I like it.
So a couple years ago, of course, we got him in. They got him in Black Series, which used a different recipe, which I thought was interesting. That one used a prequel Obi-Wan, or maybe it was the Obi-Wan series. I think it was the
It's the-
episode 1 and 2 Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
right?
it's the prequel Obi-Wan.
And can I just say, I am.
But he
dying-
also uses the
Thanks.
Jedi Legend Obi-Wan arms.
Oh,
Wait, what,
interesting.
Luce? Yeah.
No, so I'm glad the face on our one came out so much better than this one. This one's terrible.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah, I
both look
agree.
Like they stepped on a Lego or something. But okay, so it's Obi-Wan's torso, a different Obi-Wan's arms, and then it's Bespin Luke boots, which I don't. They're not the exact same as the ones that were used on the 2-pack they just did. So I'm sure they've got another Bespin Luke coming right around the corner, or maybe it was Dagobah Luke legs. Anyway, but if you look on the back of the box, you can see that Luke, it looks much more similar to the Vintage Collection one. It's got the longer skirt, and it's got more, because it was based on Obi-Wan from the original trilogy, because it was after the original trilogy. So, again, we had to wait longer, but it is actually more correct to at least the comic, this interpretation in this panel of this comic.
And
Seeing-
keep that
seeing that-
lightsaber in that.
Yes,
I was about to say, looking
Okay.
at that lightsaber though.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I just did have a note about that too, if we're ready to jump into that.
Yes, go ahead.
So I pulled up this image because he's looking at it. It's like, this isn't my lightsaber. Correct. It is not. That is just the this is the Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber. You know, it's like, John, you mentioned, while they sourced most of the pieces from that old Ben figure, it's like, did they just do the accessories as well?
Because sometimes that is the case where we've talked before about, like, it's hard for them to add a new accessory to a figure or whatever. Sometimes they can, and sometimes when they don't want to, they can't. But so if they just ran all the Obi-Wan tooling except for the head, then they ran the sabers as well, but that was the wrong thing to do.
Yes, because this is not the right saber. And I know some people don't care about it, and it's like, does it matter? Whatever. But as you saw in the comics, too, some people are like, oh, well, they based it on the comic art. Well, one, the comics at that time, especially some of like the splash stuff, they're not always the gold standard of accuracy to lightsaber hilts. But it is a key point in that story that Luke is a clone of Luke Skywalker, and they cloned him from the retrieved hand and lightsaber from Luke Skywalker on Bespin.
Yeah.
So it is important that he does have that lightsaber, because that's, part of his origin story. And, I think, was it Mara Jade ends up with that lightsaber for a while, whatever. So it is important that he does need to have the correct lightsaber. And they got that right on the Black Series figure. So that is disappointing that they kind of didn't seemingly care about the accuracy on this part of this figure. But,
Or as Lorena says, as Maz Kanata would say, it's a good story for another time.
I do like that, like, looking at the art, like the rest of our figure honestly is way more accurate than the 6-inch one, and I do like how it looks. I'm glad that we still got that blue cloak. I made a custom of Luke recently, just using some extra Obi-Wan Kenobi figure that I had laying around, and I tried to put like General Lando Calrissian's cape on him, and it just it didn't work the same. It's the same
Yeah.
color blue, but it just didn't.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, I'll say that the portrait, like Lewis was saying, looks way better. We seem to
Yeah.
do pretty well when it comes to TVC versus Black Series sometimes when it comes to those portraits. So happy about that because it's a big part of the figure. And yeah, what Finn's saying too, it just overall looks better and more accurate to like, you know, source material.
It'll be interesting to see if this head can go on other Luke bodies for like a more angry Empire Strikes Back Return of the Jedi Luke. If you want to, I don't know.
Luke having a bad day.
Yeah.
I will say because it reuses the Ben Kenobi legs, it reuses the long Ben Kenobi thighs with those deep knees. But you know, and the short, stubby lower legs, something that Hasbro, please retire those legs. They are dreadful. They are too long, and I will touch on that real quick. Not about the figure you think I'm going to talk about, but on another figure we're going to talk about today, just for comparison of how they can do things correctly. So anyway, sorry.
And I'll say on the lightsaber point, yes, everybody is correct to get annoyed by this. However, when it comes to errors, like if they're going to mess up a paint on the figure's face, on the figure's head, that's going to bother me more than an accessory that I already have. Yeah. Like as Zinger pointed out, Tanith pointed out, we have lots of Skywalker lightsabers. You can easily just give them one of those. It would be nice if it was in this package. Absolutely, they should not be making these kinds of mistakes, but it is a fairly easily rectifiable mistake once you get the figure in hand.
Right.
Or if you're like me and you have OCD and you would like to keep your display version of the figure with the accessories that it came with. So
I'll be doing that, but also I don't care about this stuff, as we all know.
I care.
However, I'm glad that people do care. This is, and as Tana said, yes, this is a character debut for 375.
Yes, and that's
very nice.
That's cool.
And it is a smart use of existing tooling, even if that tooling got us the wrong accessories. It is a good. Instead of just, Obi-Wan again or Spirit Anakin again, they're doing something a little different with these guys, which is cool.
Which is honestly something that we've asked them so many times to do. Like that's the whole point of us expanding the tooling libraries, so we can put stuff together like this with minimal new tooling and get characters that we know would be so easy to make with just a little, like by casting plastic in a different color or repainting it and just popping a new head on. Boom. We have a character debut that's making a bunch of people happy. Like even myself, I'm reading through the Heir to the Empire trilogy for the first time, and I'm about to meet this guy, and so I'm really excited about it to go with Joruus Sabayoth.
Yep, you said it right.
I know. I don't want Tyler to come to my house. But
And so for you, it's getting a figure when media is new to you. So there you go.
Yeah, it's a very similar experience. And hopefully it leads to a Mara Jade.
20 years before we watch anything.
Yeah.
Until we get those figures.
Yeah. Well, you said 1991, only 35 years?
At least for Heir to the Empire, I guess Last Command was a couple years later. But yesterday was the 35th anniversary of Heir to the Empire. People were pointing that out. So that was a cool little connection.
Cool. That's fun timing.
Hopefully you can get Mara.
Cool. I hope so too.
Yeah,
people saying why this guy before Mara? I was like, well, again, he is very easy to get out.
Look at the tooling. They didn't have to do much.
Interesting tooling.
Yeah,
and we didn't have him before, so I mean, again, that's a good box to tick.
Maybe his sales can help us get that Mara Jade.
That's right. Yeah. Sometimes the low hanging fruit is the way to go.
Yeah.
And then one more comment on this. I will say I'm interested to see the card art. I assume it'll be similar to the Heir to the Empire 3-pack, where it's Chris Trevis, like realistic artwork.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see this guy rendered that way.
Oh yeah. Man, those cards were really good in that set too. So kind of looking forward to see what they do with this.
Oh yeah.
Man, those are going to be like nice ones to have like in your collection in like later years. They're just so good.
As Tanith says, yes, we do already have older Maras, even though they may not be great.
Yeah.
Something also about this figure, like I love that Hasbro is taking a chance on more Legends continuity figures in TVC. I know it was a little discouraging for me to see all the Knights of the Old Republic stuff getting put out by 6-inch, and they get a lot of Legends material stuff. But it's just like, it's encouraging to me that they're still leaning into Heir to the Empire even after that 3-pack, because it just means like, okay, well, maybe that means that they're gonna see a little more value in continuing making Legends figures from all different kinds of media. Like maybe this Luke figure can actually help us get Darth Malak to go along with our Revan, because they see value in like keeping going with Legends figures. Like there's a market for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. I love it. So.
Alrighty. Yep. So shall we move on from one character who was 35 years in the rear view to one who came out 10 years ago?
Do it.
From Lauk to Rauk.
Yes. Not Rook the Nogri.
Yes, different guy. But so after 6 years on the March Madness bracket, every single year, Bodie joins Baze Malbus this year in finally completing the Rogue One crew in Vintage Collection for its 10th anniversary. God, this is so awesome.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Right.
He was on my top 25, I think, most years, if not all years.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, he's been on.
As Tanith points out, he was in the top 100 with Plo all 6 years.
Nice.
Yeah. He looks good, man.
I love this shot.
Includes removable goggles, which I was not expecting. And they said they're still working on his hairline and a little bit stuff. Like that, so I'm not sure what all.
It's a little off in this photo.
Yeah, it looks a little rough, but knowing that they're working on it, I'm like, all right, I can look past it. The rest of the figure, honestly, fantastic.
Yeah,
and with the goggles on, it looks
the pin colors on his elbows and knees are different. Hopefully, again on the figure that gets released.
Yeah, I think it's a prototype.
Yeah.
I hope, but if not, then let's focus on that Hasbro and not make that happen again. They should be casting into the same color as the rest of maybe they're different.
Well, because they're joint pieces. Yeah.
No, I know, but
it should be the same color. But
I'm wondering, without his vest, are there like Imperial technicians, or is there tooling that can be used for like TIE pilots or things like that from this Bodie figure?
Yes, because a lot of the Imperials wear the same jumpsuit. Some have gloves or boots or whatever, but they can definitely reuse him for other Imperials, I believe.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see without the vest, because we didn't see any images without the vest or how easy it'll be to get that off. But I'm sure you customizers will have no problem.
So it's actually shout out to Holden Ground Productions, because I was listening to his podcast the other day when I was in the gym. And they pointed out that the legs could possibly be used for Rebel techs as well.
Interesting.
Oh, sweet.
Which I was like, that's actually a good observation there. So that could be an updated like Yavin tech like in the future, maybe for some upcoming anniversaries and stuff like that.
Also, Bodie uses the Stranger's Feet. Again, the Acolyte is the gift that keeps on giving. Yep. You guys are welcome.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so then that means he's not technically an all new figure.
But that might be more beneficial for us, because we only have so many new figure slots.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting.
I believe the accessories are from the 5 POA one.
The backpack is, I think that the blaster is new and the goggles are new.
Is the vest?
Someone
was saying that the vest is.
Because
that one was removable too, I think. So
it was.
Could be the vest.
Fascinating.
I mean, honestly, the vest looked fantastic on the 5 POA figure. I mean, it's very rare that there's a piece from a 5 POA figure from those like lines that I feel like is a good enough quality that could just be carried over to a vintage collection figure. But this is kind of one of those cases. So if that's the case, then I mean, I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Some of the sculpts, especially as they were getting further into it, once they got like, that 2016 to 2018, some of those 5 POA sculpts were quite impressive. It was just such a bummer they were locked to having no articulation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up a more HD picture.
Yes, and then the backpack, the string can come out. Oh, nice.
There you go.
You either
cool.
How you pull it, you can twist it back like that. I'll do it off. There you go. Goes right up. So
right
you can recreate him trying to plug in the cord.
I am so happy about this figure overall. It was funny that they announced that. I was just talking about Bodie with a coworker who's not a Star Wars person, but I had just rewatched and I'd recommended him to watch, and so I rewatched it. The Sound of Metal, which is a movie with Riz Ahmed in it. And
that's a great movie,
dude. That movie, I love that movie so much. If you want to cry a little bit, throw that on. It's great. He's awesome. So I'm so stoked. The timing was just great. I was like, oh, did I just manifest that by being in a Riz mood? So
All right,
You got
can
the Riz.
confirm the vest is from the 5 POA figure.
Right on.
Interesting.
Like all
Oh,
the folds
wow.
and wrinkles in the pockets and everything
Yep.
is exactly the same.
wow.
So if they tooled up a new one, there was no point because it is exactly the same.
It seems
that's
like
impressive.
they use those two main accessories.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there wasn't-
and honestly, it's really smart that they did that. Like,
that is smart.
Also, that just makes me like wonder if that was able to help this figure not be like
be
deluxe
deluxe.
pricing, just
Mhm.
like
yep.
Phase was.
Because
Yeah,
it
they're
comes
not
with a lot of stuff.
I
Yeah,
was
it
about to
does.
say, I'm kind of shocked that with that backpack, he's not a deluxe figure. But
Exactly.
I think
So-
you're right.
That's
Boy.
awesome. That's really
Bring it up.
great stuff that they were able to kind of figure out.
And, then with
And
his,
honestly, they might have sculpted the goggles on his head if they had to do tooling for the other stuff. So
Hmm.
the removable goggles, which we're all admiring, is probably, only here because
Yeah.
they had got to borrow from other things that already existed, which I think is great. I think it's a great idea
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the
It was
5 POA figure was fantastic.
I think it was in the Blue Milk book where they talked about how they would use some of the stuff from lower articulated like 5 POA lines and stuff to add accessories or whatever.
Which is cool. It's
So all
awesome
for
that they had that stuff existing and like still had the molds for it or whatever,
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, we could talk about the really, just a quick thing that right hand, that joint, boy, that's ugly. And some of you thought that Devin would look good with that. And she's smaller. No, but I digress. That's not a deal.
Cargo
breaker.
pilots have bad diets. There's a lot of
Yeah.
salt there. He's kind of
The
swelling up a little bit.
Truckers of the
Yeah. But I pulled up this shot not so we can admire his booty, but to look at the
this
thigh
rockin'
pieces.
booty on Booty
So-
Rook.
I don't know if you can see my
Rookin'.
cursor kind of moving around. So on
Yeah.
these legs, so when they do these deep knee legs, this is what they were trying to do with like Old Ben and the infamous figure I'm not going to mention, but they did it right here. Where look at this, the thigh piece is shorter to accommodate for a natural bend of the joint, as opposed to like the Old Ben piece that they use, where then the knee joint has to be like in the calf, essentially.
Yeah.
And they've sculpted the thighs too long. So
Yeah.
they did it right on this guy. And this is how they need to check the anatomy of these figures before they go. Because like that, if they're going to be doing this low knee, like this really deep knee cut with the front hanging over, you got to then accommodate for that in the sculpt, accommodating for an actual person's anatomy, and put that joint a little bit higher, make that piece a little bit shorter so it bends correctly.
I really
So-
wish you had that clip of Anakin angry saying, I don't want to hear any more about Obi-Wan.
Correct. And I was just talking about A New Hope, Obi-Wan. I wasn't talking about anything else that may or may not exist that I hate and makes me grind my teeth. So But
Also,
anyway.
just could you zoom in on his face like real quick, because it's just I just want to, like, even though it's a prototype, like that's such a good face print, man. Like they
Yeah.
really, I mean, that looks just like Riz Ahmed.
Dude, I'm
Compared to
saying
the
they're killing it
old
with
one.
TVC portraits like the
What a
last
great
couple. Have
portrait,
just been
dude.
phenomenal.
I'm also stoked that he's got like a different blaster. Like they could have easily just given him a blaster that like they had in the pilot pack and stuff like that, like tooling that we already have. But like it's just a nice touch that he had this one in the movie. Like he had his on a strap. Like I like that they put that in there. It's a neat little detail.
Yeah, I really like that too.
I've seen a couple people mention, speaking of likenesses, thinking or mentioning, Jin, because now she's the only member of the Rogue One crew that does not have a photoreal update. It's not that Jin sells well historically, but and I'm not necessarily saying invest in a new one and put it out there again. But somehow, if they could get us a photoreal Jin head, because she looks like crap next to all of these
Yeah.
Rogue One figures, her updated teammates, she
I
looks
mean,
dreadful.
I still do want
next to
her
them.
with the
So-
jacket that she wears for 90% of the movie and the
Yes,
scarf.
I do want that too. I do love
Yeah.
the character.
Yeah.
I do want a new,
Mhm.
I do want more Jin outfits and whatnot. I just, if I had to be incredibly,
Sure.
economic and practical here, it's somehow just get me a photoreal Jin likeness so that I can at least update that figure just enough to not look as goofy and out of place next to these
Yeah.
next to the rest of her crew.
What
Also,
sucks
if you
about Jin is she's kind of like just an older figure in general, and she's
Yeah.
really showing her age in terms of
Yeah.
like what they're able to do now. Like Cassian sort of still holds up. Like if he had the rocker ankles, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
But like the other day, because I used that Jin as like a substitute for my like fake Devon bootleg figure, those knees suck. They barely hit a 45.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oof.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
pretty
not
rough.
a lot good about that figure at all, really.
No.
No.
Yeah.
If I can say real
Actually,
quick
if
on
you pop open Bodie Rook's giant backpack, there's a photo real Jin head in there.
What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
and then you can remove his vest, as you said. There's a little. I was worried that it would be like a big unsightly. There's like a little
Oh, cool.
Oh,
thing on the
nice.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's
you can
so
cover,
good.
you can cover it up. It
customizing.
doesn't even look like it's
that's
Nice.
cool.
open when you
Nice.
close it up.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
smart
figures-
reuse. I'm really glad that they did that here to kind of
Yeah.
make this as low cost, but like still great.
I want to buy a
Yeah.
bunch of these now for customs. It's just like a good tech, like random. I don't know. You can make a lot out of this if you're like
Yeah.
a really creative world builder and stuff. And
Those
also just
vests are
Yeah.
good for
Nice.
swapping around.
A nice generic, bodysuit.
so good to finally get this guy off the list, like the March Madness list and
Yes,
stuff
seriously.
too.
It feels good. I love when I get one of my top 25s marked off. It feels like it doesn't happen very often, but this year I've already got Marak and Bodie checked off, and it feels
Nice.
good, man.
Year's not done. Maybe you'll get that Ben Solo, man. You never know.
Yeah.
Fingers
Maybe.
crossed.
Next up,
Yep. Yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, anything about Bodie, guys, or
Just very glad to have my seat. He'll be on the yellow card back. So again, he and Baze don't get the olive green that every single other Rogue One.
they get the
Remember
10
that,
years later.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
but it's
man.
nice that we just rounded out a crew finally.
Yeah, long time coming, but
Jeez.
Yep.
worth the wait
Yep.
for that figure.
Still now we can beg for Saw and Two Tubes and
Yeah.
all the other
Yeah.
Andor and Rogue One characters, but
Yep.
and
good to
I'll
have these
actually
mains
be
checked off.
okay with Saw. Like I felt bad voting against Baze and Bodie at different times in tournaments because I was like, we desperately need them way more. But
Yeah.
now it's
Yeah.
just open season. Like I can
Yeah.
go after Saw, Two
Yeah.
Tubes,
Yeah.
go into
same.
the Andor figures. Like let's have at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good to check a crew off the list.
Yes, it is. Does not happen often enough for us, which is a weird thing to say, but yes,
still
Yep.
it happened now, and that's
it did.
As
Now
Tyler
for the bad
said,
batch.
Melshi's got to be a
yes,
Yeah.
Melshi and
Oh, pow.
Yeah.
the list never
I wanna
ends,
talk
but
about-
it just the top ones get moved up. Everybody else gets moved up one now.
Sweet. All right. Well, shall we move on to, I think it's the last reveal of the day.
Mm-hmm.
and the
All
best.
right.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
the best.
Yes.
All
Best
right.
for me. Best for me.
Boom.
So
Anakin
good.
Yes.
Skywalker versus Asajj Ventress. This is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, which is the first one since Kersantin in 2023. Is that right?
So
Dang.
That's what I was trying
Wow.
to. I believe it is because there was a few years before that where they were doing PulseCon instead of Comic Con thanks to the pandemic. But so there were some before that. But yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
this
hyped.
is-
And this is, of course, based on their Yavin Duel from the 2003 Tartakovsky 2D Clone Wars micro series.
Yep. It's accurate to the middle of the fight, which is where, like, when the rain starts falling, it's a moment that Toys and Finn, we both recently discussed on your stream, talking about Shadow Lord, because it kind of evoked memories of that.
yeah.
And by the end of the duel, Anakin has lost the upper tunic and is just in the sleeveless undershirt. But we have not gotten this specific version before.
So yeah,
Yes.
another almost a character debut.
Yeah.
Yes, so
Dude,
so
oh
I'll run
my
down
gosh.
some Anakin details real quick. It's based on the 2025 Revenge of the Sith and Ahsoka figures from that 3-pack again with a new head, new arms with tattered sleeves, and a new right thigh with battle damage. So I was wondering, we can get into the tooling stuff later, but
Yeah.
the head looks a lot like the Black Series sculpt from 2020, but it has tousled hair. So I've seen people wondering if they can just use it as an Attack of the Clones Anakin. Maybe, but maybe it would be best if you're trying to do the scene where he's tumbling through the meadow with Padme. So that tousled boy band hair. But
The important scene.
yeah.
Do
I
you
love the
think that
tatted
hair-
soft goods.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
That's a
That
nice
looks good.
touch. Do you
I mean,
think
the
that hair piece is a removable piece,
It kind of looks like it.
like a
Yeah,
separate
it looks
piece that they
separate.
swap out?
Interesting.
So, God, we're close to we're close to a battle of Geonosis, Anakin.
Oh,
we
yeah.
got it.
Indeed.
I almost feel like this is kind of a soft pipeline for it. Like, because come
Yeah.
on, if
Yeah.
they've already made this much of it, like, what's keeping them? Like,
I
what's
mean,
keeping them
I
from doing it?
already
And
thought
they
this
can't.
immediately,
Yeah.
given everything that's happening. I love the ripped sleeves tooling there. It just looks so good.
Because they're like different
Yeah.
parts from
Yes.
the arm.
Yes.
Dude.
So speaking of, I'll just get into the tooling question now. Can the lower left arm be combined? Because with the Stranger, we were like, all right, we need a pair of bare arms, and we can do Night Brothers and all kinds of things. Can this be added to the Stranger? What the Stranger's got going on? Because he had the.
I think so.
I
I
think
mean,
so.
obviously on these figures, the skin tones will be different, but for future
Yeah.
figures or if customizers wanted to use them or whatever.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the tooling's basically there, which is nice.
So I think we finally have bare arms.
I know, which, I mean, go back to Luke, like we could get a proper Dagobah training Luke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which also would play into that Heir to the Empire Luke as well.
Yes.
Like
Yep.
that
True.
iconic,
Yes.
to use the word, comic cover of him. And
And even like, like I know people love Glup Shidos, but that could be used even for like more skiff guards and stuff like that in the future. Just
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
good to have
this
that
is-
tooling.
this is great. So
But yes, so he's got a lit lightsaber, an unlit hilt, and an open left hand, which as you can see there, which is cool.
Now, Evan, are they using the Vader saber just painted, like just turned blue, or is this a new Attack of the Clones saber?
that would be this looks like a new Attack of the Clones saber, I'm gonna say.
That's awesome.
Um
I think the Vader saber is a little undersized.
yeah, this looks like a new Attack of the Clones Anakin hilt. To me, I'd have to see more photos of it up close, but I think, yeah. So again, if
Cool.
if they wanted to do Attack of the Clones, new hairpiece, new right forearm, and we have all the pieces for them. So I'm
That's
hoping
awesome.
that's something on the radar.
I mean, yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. Come
So
on.
this one has some Attack of the Clones goodness with that gold hand
Mhm.
on the right side. I know people have.
Can you
seems
zoom in a
full
little
of-
bit so we can see the saber and gold hand?
Splashing is awesome, but
Yeah.
they did this on a couple other Clone Wars figures and a couple other like the Black Series 2023. Luke did the Anakin did the repack come with it? I can't recall at this second, but it was like a thinner one. This one just seems more full, which I think is closer to how it looked in the animation. But the joint looks kind of thick. I know that people aren't thrilled about that, but
Doesn't look that
a
bad.
very, very minor gripe on an
Yeah.
otherwise
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
God,
Yeah, I'm
So-
okay with it.
what do you guys think? Do you think this means that they're another instance of them being willing to like dive a little deeper into this technically like a Legends media? Like, do you think that we'll see more Tartakovsky Clone Wars, like maybe a clone Obi-Wan?
I would hope so.
Like
God,
clone
that would
armor
be
That'd be
Obi-Wan?
awesome. That would also be not that difficult because it'd be mostly just the new clone
Yeah,
skull.
that was in my Looney Tunics notes for Obi-Wan.
Yes.
Yeah,
for
dude.
that,
Yeah.
So
And so, yeah, because the Ventress, we'll get to her in a second, but that Ventress look was previously done with the Anakin from later in this scene where he's missing more of his robes and stuff. That was in a 5-pack with that clone Obi-Wan in 2007, plus just a Yoda and Grievous repack. But
God, that'd be a cool version to get in TVC.
Yeah.
It really would.
But
this was fun.
and I'm
Fun
glad they really
series.
went. These photos are pretty awesome. I'm glad they did really nice
Yeah.
environmental
I love
photos
that
for the
stuff.
set.
I
And
do
so
love
often-
the
So often
dynamic
TVC's posed badly, isn't it? So it's great
Yeah.
Yes.
to see them actually put this effort in. And
Thank the
photos are
Force.
absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, they cooked with the poses here, man. It's,
Yeah.
I love
I
that
like
they have
that.
to specify it's a
Yes.
fantasy scene.
yeah. Lightsaber does not light up. Special effects used. Thank you.
And as Tana said, these are the 7th and 8th Clone Wars micro series figures in TVC 2.0. I'm here for it like a Clone Wars Shakti because we had the Walmart wave a couple years
Yes.
ago.
Yeah.
And he does have some like animated coloring, like the straps on his
Yeah,
boot.
on his boots. Yeah.
And I think
It'd be
on his
nice to
belts
get
as
like
well.
a new Grievous, which could then be used.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
And then
yeah. Those white
also,
colors that would look so sick.
yep.
Yeah,
That'd
they
be
did that
so
for
cool.
Black Series, and it was
Yep.
really red.
And then I know a lot of people have asked for Dirge, but I feel like if we
Mhm.
keep getting more stuff in the micro series, Dirge will probably start like rising in like March Madness or something.
Oh, absolutely. I've been
You can use that
considering putting
Obi-Wan
on my
to
list.
offset the cost.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Dude, what
Shall
a
we-
shot, man. What a shot.
Yeah, I have to give them so much credit on these shots. They look wonderful. This is such good, like, promotion of this set. I think it's going to be pretty popular when it drops.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else is super exciting to me about it? We have different packaging. Like we have like a really fun packaging for this. It's not just they totally cast aside the vintage collection like packaging and gave what I would consider to be nostalgic ish packaging, like because this wasn't an official packaging from when the show came out, but they're definitely trying to evoke that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just
Dude.
so cool, and I
Instead
want
of-
to see more stuff like this in TVC. Like, I mean,
I
I
freaking
really
love this
wish we
box,
had gotten
man.
Revenge of the Sith figures like on Revenge of the Sith packaging, because oh my gosh, it's just so fun. Like,
It's
but
not-
I love this
It's not TVC, but it's TVVCR.
Yeah.
TV VCR.
It's
Yes.
still in the same world, kind of.
Dude, I
Which-
just love that. It reminds me, like, I feel like I'm back in the day, like being a kid watching this stuff, like
Mhm.
with that VCR that was under my TV and like stacked up, like how we used to unfortunately combine all of our tech back in the day, and just like,
Oh
yeah. In terms of design, this set rocks, man. I
Yeah.
love this box so much.
But-
I'm definitely
I mean,
getting like 3 of these.
They usually do something, don't they, with the con exclusive packaging?
Yeah.
They do normally make a bit more of it. So
Yeah.
it's nice to see what they've done with this one. I think it was a good way to go with it.
Yeah.
Kind of the red and
super
blue.
cool.
They did something similar with the Black Series, the ATRT, but it's not as fun. It's like a modern TV.
No.
It's like
Yeah.
Chrysanthemum had kind of a fold out
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
with a bit more
Yeah.
presentation, and then we had the
Yeah.
rescue set. Do you remember the
yes.
rescue set? But it was such a bulky thing. I mean, this is quite
Yeah.
nice and compact as well. So it's good for display.
Well,
Yeah,
and
dude.
going to the VCR aspect of it, I mean, Sith tracking system, love that. God bless. That's another thing of nostalgia for, people of my age. I remember very much, recording the episodes on a VHS tape as they aired so that I could then rewatch them and get hyped about them because, even though they were putting them on the Star Wars website or whatever, I think on Hyperspace, that's what it was at the time.
Yeah.
That it was just easier. It was easier to pop a blank tape in and record stuff. I think I still have those
Yeah.
recordings, and they've got the commercials and everything on them. I might have to
amazing.
dig those out
Love it.
because that's just such a blast. It's
Trying to
such
time
a
it,
blast from the past.
trying to time it to catch these 3-minute micro series episodes
Yep.
that would only air once.
Yeah.
Right.
God, that was remember having to really pay attention for that. So
Shall we talk about Ventress a bit?
yeah, let's do it. I
Yeah.
think it.
So like I said, this version was previously released as a 2003 limited articulation animated style figure, and in the 2007 Jedi vs. Sith battle pack we mentioned. I believe it reuses. So the other one we just got, we've now doubled our TVC Asajj Ventresses within the past year, but that one reused Morgan Elsbeth's lower arms and legs, and this seems to use all of the arms from Morgan Elsbeth with all the wrappings. Maybe it's new, I don't know, but and probably all the legs. But anyway, it has a new head, torso, and those tabards, which are very Tartakovsky-esque, flowing out.
Yeah.
I love how they have her pose with the giant skirt just flowing out and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then one of the many exciting things about this is the lightsabers, of course. Should I even say anything? I should have turned it over to you, Evan.
Oh, I mean, it's not much to say other than they did the the 2025 version, the existing TVC version. One of the things was like, ooh, those are some big chunky lightsabers, man. They made them big so that they could connect. But this set includes the multiple versions so that they don't have to connect. So
Yes.
the lit versions, the unlit hilts, and a connected double bladed version, I believe.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
And
Which is
that
so sick.
is awesome. That is amazing. And they aren't super giant. So it's like, that's really great to have something that doesn't, it's not as big as her torso when you put them on her belt.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's like she was carrying 2 VCRs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love this, and it's definitely great to be able to then use these for say the other version of Ventress as well. I know we're talking about swapping lightsabers with Luke and a Skywalker lightsaber, and then these and the old Ventress sabers. Yeah, we have a lot of lightsaber pieces. It's nice. It's nice.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm
I
really
see
happy about that.
I see people asking about this. Yes, they were released on DVD a couple years later. They are on Disney Plus right now
Mhm.
in an HD, I believe HD-ish format.
Yes.
I watched it all a couple years ago. Still
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, if you haven't seen them, watch them on Disney Plus for May the 4th. There you go. There's your plans.
There you go.
So-
And yes, Bounty Hunter Venture.
It's only about 2 hours. It's great.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah, we need more Ventress now.
Yes.
Bounty Hunter.
God,
Yes,
Bounty Hunter Ventures for sure.
this Ventress figure just looks so freaking good, man.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe this. This was not on my radar at all.
Yeah.
Like, this
Same.
was, talk about just like such a surprise. I was so stoked. Like, when I saw like the images come through the feed, I was like, oh gosh, is this another 6-inch thing? And then I was like, TVC,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. No way.
I was like, whoa.
Dang.
It's because
And again,
I saw the boxed image first, and I was like, oh god, yeah, another really awesome 6-inch thing that I really want. And then I read the caption, and I was like, that's got to be a mistake. And then I like, it wasn't. I was so stunned. This is so awesome.
I know I've been saying it like all stream, but again, the portrait on Ventress is really freaking good.
Yeah,
Really good.
It's got those white eyes too that she had in the
Yeah.
micro series.
Like that photo reel is just spectacular.
And you know, I've been clamoring for dual packs. Like that's, I love lightsaber fights and getting the combatants from the fights. Yes, Hasbro, more of this. I love showdown
dude.
packs. I love having just definitive and great versions of these characters from these, they're action figures from action scenes. Like,
oh yeah,
this is just right in my zone. I love this kind of stuff. So Hasbro, please, more of these dual and showdown packs, please.
Oh yeah,
So good.
And it sounds crazy, but I love when they make just scene-specific figures of main characters that have never been done. And this specific Anakin has never been done, which is crazy. I'll say real quick, Finn, Stephen Murphy 96 said, and she wore a similar outfit when she was first betrayed by Dooku as well in the 08 Clone Wars. It's similar in Season 3. It's not the exact same.
Yeah.
Right.
They share the vibes and the colors.
Yeah.
Not the exact detailing, but again, if you want to use it for that, go nuts. Put her other head on.
The early version
his
we
body.
had of this Ventress though was pretty terrible. I mean,
Yeah.
it's one of those figures that I've always really liked that look, but it was one of those figures I've just always hated because it just, I don't know. It
I
just
thought
didn't
she'd always
hit right.
She'd always fall down or something, or like it was
She was hard to
her tiny
pose.
feet.
Yeah,
with
she
her,
was difficult,
giant
yeah.
skirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine getting a dual pack like this with Yoda and Count Dooku, and
Oh man.
a new Yoda could be costed out with repacking Count Dooku.
That's a good shout. Yeah.
Dude.
My mind went
Or
to Yaddle and
sorry.
Count Dooku.
that's
Yeah,
exactly
Yaddle-
where I was going.
Yeah.
That's where I was going.
Give me that. Oh,
Dude.
both.
Yeah.
I will lose my shit if we get that.
Wait, which one?
Tales of the Jedi, Dooku, and
Yaddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. yeah,
That'd be sick.
I love these. It's a convention exclusive. That's a whole other thing. But
they haven't been too terribly difficult to get the past few years, honestly.
Sure.
And they said they're going to be on. As always, they'll have some on Hasbro Pulse after the convention. But
and this is a good one from Stephen Murphy, Twin Sons pack
Yes.
with Old Master Maul and an Obi-Wan, which again, basically straight reuse of Obi-Wan. Give him a different hand and. You do a new updated Maul for that. Oh yeah, dude. I think the possibilities are endless for these
packs.
showdown packs, these dual packs. I think there's so many duels that we have one combatant from and not their opponent. So it's like that right there is a built-in way to maybe cost out the tooling investment. So
I would be remiss if I didn't mention how awesome it would be to get a dual 3-pack of Duel of the Fates.
yes, absolutely.
and as for another Phantom Menace thing,
Yeah.
Kitster versus Wald.
Kitster versus Wald.
They would never fight. They're buds for life. They're best buds forever.
Yeah.
But yes, I like the way you think.
But yeah, sweet.
So good.
All right. Well, any other
awesome.
thoughts on this set?
It's amazing.
Not particular.
Love it.
So
It's fantastic.
so good.
Yeah,
Very
I
happy
can't-
that they did something like this.
Yeah, can't stop looking at those promo images. They're so good.
So this one, yes, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So I imagine it'll be the same deal, available at the convention and then available later. Hasbro Pulse is how those seem to work. Then the rest of this stuff today is all fan channel. It is the Geonosians and then that fan channel wave. Those will be available on Monday, May the 4th. So May the 4th is not the reveal day. It is the you buy it day. So what time is that all at, if you remember?
It's 1 p.m. Eastern, I believe.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So yeah, that is how you get to spend May the 4th is with spending money. It's great.
We love it.
Buy some more stuff.
Yeah. So
Hell yeah.
awesome. Well, any other thoughts globally or?
Just globally, I'd like to say it was great. Overall, we got, a character from a new show while it's airing. We got lots more stuff for Battle of Geonosis to go with the gunship. We got another original 96. We got stuff from 90s Legends and early 2000s Legends, and we finally finished the Rogue One crew with Bodie Rook. That's all kind of incredible stuff. Like any one of those I would have been happy with, but all that stuff.
Yeah, really good mix, and also some really good reuse of stuff. We've been saying it for so long. There's a lot of tooling that Hasbro can now use. Let's use it. Let's use that tooling. And they've shown some really good examples here of how they can reuse the tooling we've got and create some really good figures, and figures we've never had. I'm happy with what we got. Yeah, I think it's.
Yep.
I agree with what Tana said. This is definitely one of the better reveals in a long time, especially even like a May the 4th one. Like they came packing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Twin Sons Collecting on Instagram, they posted like what was revealed the last couple of years for May the 4th, and this just blows that stuff out of the water.
Yeah, 2024 was like next to nothing because that was with the whole Cantina was supposed
just
to
kidding.
be. And then,
here's the Rebel Palace 4-pack, which is fine, but it's just one thing.
And then here's prequels figures, but for retro, not you.
Yes.
This was great.
Debuts, an outfit debut.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And I know we mentioned it a couple times throughout, and all of those fan channel figures from that wave, there's a lot of the things that we've pointed out that kind of seem like early development issues, like the color of Anakin's robe, the joints on Bodie, maybe hopefully fingers crossed the lightsabers with Luke, and the clone paint line on his forehead that connects to the fin. So these are all like all these little things where hopefully, they're still early enough in the process that these are things that can still be ironed out. We'll see, fingers crossed, man.
And the best thing of all, I got to go deep under Plo's robes for the first time in my life. Never did I think there'd be an opportunity to do that, but here we are.
A real 7 minutes in heaven moment for John.
Oh man. So, well, all right. Let's go around and hey Finn, where can folks find you? What are you up to?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Blue Sky, and Twitch at Finndor Moon. I'm mostly on Instagram. I'm trying to branch out to these other platforms and try to get out there a little bit more. But yeah, I post all of my toy photography, my dioramas, my custom figures, and stuff like that on there. So come hang out and say hey.
Heck yeah. And I did link your Instagram in the bio or description of this video. So folks, if you're looking further or looking for him, look no further. It's right there for you. Toys of the Way, where can folks find you? What are you up to?
Well, you guys can definitely find me at Toys of the Way, Instagram and YouTube. Gonna be streaming for the finale of Maul, like doing a little reflection on the whole, series and like our thoughts, and hopefully maybe we'll get another figure by then. Probably not, but yeah, it's been a good time with that. So be doing that this Wednesday again at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Then I'm probably going to take some more mall shots or something, because that's really what I've been into right now.
You've been cooking. You've been cooking.
Yeah,
dude, so inspiring. I love the show.
Both you and Finn have been, putting out some great shots lately, and I feel like an idiot I didn't pull any up for the stream. But again, folks, find these two, follow them, show them all the love. They are incredible. I love everything you guys do, so I appreciate you.
Heck yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Lewis, what are you up to? I know folks can find you at SWTVC, but where else can they find you?
Yeah, well, Space Hut. I mean, at the moment, my page is relatively dead. As I say, looking at these two guys, the stuff that they produce and what they're putting out, it just makes me think, I really need to get behind the camera again. And yeah, I'm trying. I did a little shot of the BDX droids because it's a nice, simple shot. I really do want to, get some more dynamic shots out there again, and yeah, I'm working towards it.
Nice.
So, watch this space. At the moment, it's most of my time is spent, as you know, SWTVC. When I am on Instagram, anyway.
Yeah, you and Tyler are keeping it all alive, while John and I are just kind of like, yeah, we'll do something 3 months out of the year, and then you guys are on your own.
Hey, it's still always fun to go through Space Hut's backlog, though. Such great photography, man.
Yep.
And your
That's
custom prison ship playset.
I see again. That's another thing at the moment. I need to get that 3D printer out because I've got some great stuff that I want to start printing. And there's too many people out there using AI for concepts, and I kind of want to get back into what I was doing before, which was physically modeling and then making them. And again, it's something that I want to do because I think that we need to see these things in the flesh, not just computer
Awesome.
generated.
Yeah, I love those sets you make, man. Those are really great.
Thank you.
So good. All right, John, how about you?
Yes, I think one day I'll start making more stuff for SWTVC. After getting burnt out throughout March and everything, but hopefully soon. I've got a lot of ideas, just not a lot of time and frankly energy. But on my own page, I'm doing some Galaxy's Edge cards now that that's back in the news with the time changeover. Most important thing, I forgot to show my Rogue One Japanese shirt with it.
Heck
There you go. But that's the most important thing. Check my shirts for what I'm wearing. But yes, excited for the finale of Maul. Excited for Mando and Grogu, a new Star Wars movie in a few weeks. I'm gonna go to Burger King the second they have all the new meals and stuff. I got to get all that crap in me.
I got one last night.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
It's just fun. The whole thing is fun. So everybody have fun out there. Enjoy May the 4th.
Yeah.
Do something fun.
Yeah. Agreed.
Watch a Star Wars.
Yeah,
I will just add what you're saying about the movie. I have managed to talk my family into coming along with me, mainly because they said to me, "What do you want for your birthday this year?" And I said, "I want us all to go and see The Mandalorian and Grogu at the cinema."
Yeah,
so
perfect.
The girls are really up for it. I think it's going to be fun, and I think this is a film that will be good to see with a family. So that's what I'm looking forward to more. The fact that I'm going with everyone to see this rather than the fact that it's just another Star Wars film.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a fun moment.
I grabbed the tickets already for the IMAX showing in Denver. I'm driving down there,
Nice.
as is tradition, to go see it with my bros and taking my girlfriend. We're all gonna go see it again after all these years. Go see a Star Wars movie again together, and it feels good. So
It does feel good.
So. But yeah, so just a reminder again, if you're interested in Star Wars Celebration, that's Wednesday is when tickets go live for that. It is in LA next April. So hope to see some folks there. Maul Shadow Lord finale Monday for May the 4th. I hope everybody enjoys that. We were just talking about the Mando and Grogu movie. I think all these things are going to happen before we next chat again. So I'm glad that we got to check in and get hyped together about stuff and enjoy these reveals. So yeah. All right. Well, unless there's any objections, then I think we should wrap this up. You guys good?
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm good, man.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
Perfect.
thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone like and subscribe.
I was just about to say, like and subscribe. Make sure you follow us here on YouTube and you follow us on Instagram. And I'm at Mile High Ground on Instagram. Yeah, you guys don't need to visit my page. I don't do anything other than complain and make weird things.
Definitely go check them out.
So
do it anyway.
Evan does a really good job at hyping his own stuff.
Yeah. Don't follow me. I don't need you. It's fine. Just kidding. Make sure though you're following at SWTVC. That's the good stuff. We love it. Like John, I have ideas, but little time, little energy to get some of it taken care of. But maybe I will start putting together some kind of Looney Tunics thing for Plo Koon, just to kind of keep that going, since we now have more Jedi to talk about. Feels good. All right. Well, I think that does it for another episode of the SWTVC show live. I hope you all have enjoyed. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you, those of you in the chat, for watching the whole time. And thank all of you here with me on screen. I appreciate you guys more than you will ever know. So as always, keep 375 alive, back TVC, and may the Force and may the 4th be with you. See you, everybody.